Yeah, good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing good. This is Dr. Lawrence here, coming your way from Maidstone in England. So, as we do it every time, I've got some additional information and a quick Q&A that we're going to be doing at the end of today's live. So, if you've come or you've just joined, you are welcome. Fast 42, thanks very much for joining. Andrew Hollinger, thanks very much for joining. If you can share this live for us, please, so that we'll be able to reach out to a lot of people out there. So if you've just joined, kindly share the live for us and also send your likes and your comments. That's very much appreciated. So what we're going to be talking about today is, as you can see directly above my live video, that is going to be our goal for this live that we're going to be doing. That is going to be the goal for the live that we are doing today. Yesterday, we're talking about tier 2 visa sponsorship, where we explained a lot of information. A lot of people also passed through, asked various questions, and all of that. Today, what we're going to be talking about, or what we're going to be discussing, we're going to also touch a little bit about what we discussed yesterday about the tier 2 sponsorship and all of that, visa applications and the processes. And also what we're going to talk about is I've added onto it scholarship for international students. So there are some international scholarships for which are fully funded for international students that you can probably check it out. So if you know somebody who is looking to apply, obviously as an international student, and obviously come to the UK, and there are also some other countries that you can go to. So where you see in the middle section, I've added on the scholarship directly at the links directly above my video. So you've got scholarship for international students. So the first one you've got on there is Society of Black Academics. That is a website it's a page on LinkedIn. So Society of Black Academics. So if you haven't got a LinkedIn page, maybe you might want to create a LinkedIn page, or maybe go there and just follow them. It's free to follow them. They've got loads of websites. They've got loads of links that you can go there, you can visit it, and you will be able to apply for the various types of scholarships. Most of the scholarships, the good thing about it is the scholarships are starting next year. The scholarships are starting next year. So for the next academic year, 2023 to 2024. 2023 to 2024. So when you go and check on their website, you'll be able to get a lot of information from there as well. Then you can check the requirements, obviously, for the various application. Then you can decide if you meet the requirements for the various programs that they are going to be running for the next academic year. For the next academic year, then obviously you will be able to do that. So I've got all the information that is above the live video here. If you can see it, just comment seen. If you can see it, comment seen. Guys, if you want to share it for us, please, so that we get a lot of people to join the live. I think this is probably the first time I'm doing my live video around this time. Normally I do it in the afternoon, but I have to go somewhere in the afternoon with my girls. So I thought that I should quickly try and do the information. The websites are above. The link, the live. If you can see it, look at the information above the live video on the green background. So you can see scholarships for international students that are above there. It says Society of Black Academics. SBA is on LinkedIn. So go to LinkedIn, follow their page. Yeah, so if you can see it, please comment seen. Please comment seen below. And also you've got the second one above the live video as well. You will see that is www.scholarsfordev4 and the number 4 dev.com. So you see all those websites. Yeah. So those are the websites that you need to go to. Write it down. You can just take a screenshot. You can go to those websites and you can start looking for the information that you need. Then you will be able to deal with that. Are you okay? You'll say, how do you deal with sponsorship visa? On the sponsorship visa, you can also see above the video, I've got some websites that you go on there. So tier 2 sponsorship visa, above there, you need to go to the number 1 where it says that's the UK main government website, www.gov.uk. Yeah, go to that website. Once you go to that website, yeah, you'll be able to find all the requirements and the information on how to apply for a sponsorship visa. The first thing is for you to check. Somebody said not seen. Can everyone see the link above the video? The links in the green background above this live video. Big man Tony said not seen. If you can see it, please comment the link. What you call it, seen. Somebody says they cannot see the link. If you look above this video, what you can see is tier 2 sponsorship visa, and there's one www.gov.uk. Then you come down, it says shortage occupation list and also register of sponsors. Okay, it says now, seen now. Okay, yeah, good. It's good you've seen it. Yeah, so legacy records, yeah, that is it. www.gov.uk. That is the UK main website, government website. If you go there, you'll be able to see all the requirements and all the information that you need. But again, if you want to go look at the next ones that I've added onto there, the https uktrsponsorship.co.uk, uktrsponsorship.co.uk. When you go directly, please enter the information as you see on there. It will take you directly to their website. Yesterday, after my live, I had a lot of people contact me and they were saying that they were unable to get to their website because they probably missed either an S or they missed a colon or maybe a /. So it might have taken them to a different website. So please make sure that you are entering the exact or the correct website. It will take you on there as you see on your screen. It will take you to their website, the various companies, organizations, and who have got work within the area that you've got your experience, whether you are a nurse, whether you are what you call a midwife, whether you're a teacher, whether you're an engineer, whether you're an IT professional or all of that, then obviously you'll be able to. Guys, keep sending your likes, keep liking it. We've got 13 people. If you keep power tapping on your screen, anywhere on your screen, maybe on my forehead, you can keep power tapping it. That's how you send the likes. Please send the likes so that other people can see it. I don't see anyone sending the likes at all. Please also share it for us. If you want to share the live video, you touch on the screen, touch on your screen, hold it for 3 to 4 seconds. Touch on your screen, hold it down for 3 to 4 seconds. Your friend list will open below. Then you can send the request to as many of your friends that you wish, up to about 20 or 25 or maybe 30 of your friends. Invite new set of friends every time. Once you've done that, then obviously come onto the screen, any part of your screen, and just keep power tapping for us. Keep power tapping for us. That's what you do to support us so that other people will also see this video and they can also decide whether they want to join or not. Chioma Onocha says, I'm looking for sponsorship. If you are looking for sponsorship, the first thing is for you to go to the UK government website. Chioma, yeah, that is the first. If you see the first website above my head, above the live video, yeah, it says tier 2 sponsorship visa. Go to the first one, www.gov.uk, www.gov.uk. Go to that website, and what you are looking for is shortage occupation list. Check that. Obviously, your occupation is on that particular list. If your occupation or your work that you do is on that list, then within that same search engine, enter register of sponsors. So that's what you're looking for. The register of sponsors is a list of companies within the UK that can offer you a COS, certificate of sponsorship, for you to be able to travel to the UK and come and stay in the UK and work. Okay, yeah. So that's it for you. Or you can move on to the second set of websites links. The https uktsponsors.co.uk. When you enter that website directly into your onto your Google or your Internet Explorer, wherever search engine that you are using, It should take you directly. Cupid Love, thanks very much for joining. Guys, if you want to share it, if you want to power tap for us, as you can see, those who joined me yesterday, what I've also added on to it, there are websites or links for scholarships for international students. Scholarships for international students. So if you look above my head, where you see scholarships for international students, the first one, number one, is Society of Black Academics, SBA. That is a page on LinkedIn. Please make sure that you go to LinkedIn. If you haven't got a LinkedIn profile, please try and create one. It's free to join. It's free to join. Create one, then follow them. If you follow them, every time they upload information, and they have also got a lot of links, a lot of websites or fully funded scholarship programs that are currently running, where the programs are going to be starting. The programs are going to be starting from 2023 and 2024 academic year. So you can start applying now. So go to that website. That is a very good website. They've got scholarship programs from every part of the world, which are offering. So you can get it from China, from Germany, from the UK, from the USA, from Canada, from Singapore, and all of that. So go to that website. Society is their LinkedIn profile. So write it down or screenshot it. Society of Black Academics. Society of Black Academics. You will be able to find that information on there. And number two, the second one below under the scholarship for international students is www.scholars for dev. So when you go to that website as well, what you are going to see is the various programs, for universities that are within the UK, especially universities within the UK that offer various scholarships. So when you go there, you will see the various scholarship schemes, the various scholarships. Mostly, some of them are 100% fully funded. But again, you need to qualify by way of the programs that they offer, as well. So please make sure, guys, keep power tapping. If you keep sharing it and if you keep liking it for us, share it with as many people who are in your friends list, so that they can decide that they join in, they also share it, and they also like it. And by liking it, that's how a lot of people also get to see this video, and they can decide that they want to join or not. I hope you are all enjoying your holidays if you are not going to work. Luckily for me, I have been off work because of the Christmas break from the 23rd, just before Christmas, and I'm resuming work on the 3rd of January. So I've got probably a number of days to be able to obviously do a lot of research, come out here, interact with you guys, and give you guys obviously the information that you need. If anybody is looking to make the move to travel to the UK, or need a bit of advice to travel to the UK, or even if you've gotten a visa and you don't know what to expect when you arrive at the UK, or even you are already in the UK, you are looking to be able to help a brother or sister, or maybe your auntie or your dad or your mom or your granddad or whoever is in the UK, or even your spouse, but they are looking to be able to help you to get a visa, either a skilled worker visa, a student visa, either all that I do is I advise you, I give you the information when I come on my live, so that you know where to be able to go, the websites that you need to be able to go to look for information. What are some of the requirements that you would need to be able to meet some of these applications? Then you can go and do your research. You can go and read about it, because some of these applications, or all of these applications, they are not difficult that you need to pay somebody maybe £2,000, £3,000, 4,000, 5,000, or even £10,000 for them to do for you. You can do these applications yourself. All you need to do is just to follow the guide that we are giving here. To follow the guide. I am not a connection man. I'm not a connection man. I don't take any money from anyone to do the application. I only provide you. I use my platform. I've dedicated this platform to give you the information, to give you the website, to explain things to you, so that you know what sort of information or what type of information that you are looking for, so that when you go to those websites, you know exactly what to be able to expect. Guys, We've got over 19 people. If you can keep power tapping, if everybody is power tapping on your screen, if you are sending at least between 100 to 200 likes, if you are power tapping, what you're going to see is continuously, you're going to see a pink hat appear. You're going to see a pink hat appear on the profile picture. You're going to see a pink hat appear on the profile picture. Don't stop there. Still keep sending the love, keep sending the likes and all of that. Then you see the pink hat move towards on your right hand side. That's where you know that obviously you are doing the most and you are supporting. I know a lot of people obviously have passed through my life before, obviously in the past. So later on today, what we're going to be doing is probably in an hour's time or so. What we're going to be today, we're probably going to be doing it for maybe a while. I'm going to be here for a while, maybe about 2 hours or so, depending on how it goes or how interactive you guys are. So at the end, I'm going to invite people to come on here. Yeah, Cupid, thanks very much. Obaruf, thanks very much for sharing it. Guys, if you're not sharing it, I don't know what you are still doing. Please share it. Please share it. Please like it. Let your brother or sister also benefit from this information so that they get informed that they don't need to pay thousands of pounds. And also the last time when I came on here, I was talking about some changes. Somebody says Legacy Records. After logging into the UK website, where do I go? Yeah, go to the search engine. You know where the search engine is? Yeah, that like the magnifying glass. Yeah, look for the search engine. Thanks Kenny for sending that. Yeah, so look for the search engine where that search engine is, and obviously you type in the shortage occupation list. Once you find the shortage occupation list, just you have a list of occupation that will open up, and you have to check if you are, let's say you are an architect or you are an engineer, then you go and check and look for your occupation code on there. If your occupation or your job that you do or your experiences are not on the list, then unfortunately you do not qualify. Guys, let's keep power tapping. Let's keep sending the likes. 18 people. If everybody is power tapping it, we're going to get a lot of people to be able to join us. And yeah, so the next one I'm going to be talking about today is about indefinite leave to remain. If you are already in the UK, obviously you need to be in the UK first to be able to apply for this indefinite leave to remain. Most people tend to confuse indefinite leave to remain with permanent residence. If you are let's say you've got a settled status with the EU settled status. If you are from any part of the EU countries and you've got their citizenship, or you apply for a settled status before the 1st of October 2021, then obviously somebody says easiest way to get to Netherlands. I have someone there. Guys, I don't want, if you are if you've got someone there, please don't come and use this page to try and maybe defraud other people. I don't want anybody to be defrauded by using my page. So Samanda or whatever the name is, please don't use this opportunity to try and get some people. If you have got opportunity, please go to your page, do a live, and also you can explain that opportunity to other people. You haven't spoken to me, so please don't be putting anything on there trying to lure people onto your page, yeah, or maybe to contact you. Okay, yeah, you need to speak to me first. Then obviously, yeah, if I fully understand that, then obviously I need to check that out as well. Because some people contact me and they say that, oh, people have come under my page and they are saying that they can assist them to be able to apply for a UK visa, a visit visa, sponsorship visa, and all of that. And they're asking them to pay money. Meanwhile, I have got no idea about it because I don't ask anybody to pay money. I give this advice. I give all of this information out for free. Nobody pays me anything to be able, obviously, to be able to do it. Okay, yes, what I was going to talking about is indefinite leave to remain. So if you are from any other parts of the world apart from the EU, if you are from any other part of the world apart from the EU, then obviously you will be able to apply for indefinite leave to remain. So that is but if you are from the EU or you've got EU settled status in the UK, then the route for you is for the permanent residence. So sometimes most people use it interchangeably, but it depends on which part of the world or which part, you are coming from. So to qualify for the indefinite leave to remain, there are several routes. Through which that you can qualify. Some people qualify for the indefinite leave to remain maybe after 3 years. Others maybe after 5 years, or others also maybe after a 10-year period where they build up their qualification to be able to get to that particular route. So here I'm going to be talking about some of the routes through which that somebody can apply to get to the to gain the indefinite leave to remain, and also the qualifying periods, the periods which somebody will have to spend in the UK before they will be able to get that particular indefinite leave to remain. So some of the qualifying visa categories, this is for people who are already in the UK, or even if you are planning to come to the UK, then obviously these are some of the things that you need to be aware of. How long that you have to live in the UK for before you qualify for indefinite leave to remain. So when I talk about the indefinite leave to remain, that is a step short of getting your British citizenship. Once you get your indefinite leave to remain, then that gives you the opportunity to be able to travel outside the country, travel in and out of the country as many times as you wish. But one thing is that you cannot stay outside the country more than 2-year period. If you are on indefinite leave to remain, you cannot leave outside the UK for more than a 2-year period, but you can travel as many times as you wish, and you've got access to public fund. You can apply for state housing or state what we call council housing within the UK, etc. Guys, if you share it for us, if you want to share it, all you need to do is to touch your screen, hold it for 3 to 4 seconds, your friend list will open below, then invite as many people that you wish them to be able to join. Once you've done that, then obviously you come on your screen, then anywhere on your screen, just power tap anywhere on your screen, just tap anywhere on your screen. And that's how you send the likes. The more likes you send, the more people decide whether they want to join the live or not. Thanks very much for all those who have just joined. Just a recap, what we are talking about, this page, is dedicated to providing information, providing education and insight to those who are planning to come to the UK, either on a skilled worker visa or a sponsorship visa, normally called. And also, if you are looking to apply for a student visa or even for scholarships, there is advice that I can give them there. So if you look above my the live, or you can see some websites, you can see some links over there. Some of them will take you directly to employers within the UK. But the first thing, if you are looking to apply for a skilled worker visa, is to check that you meet the requirement. If you don't meet the requirement, then you'll probably be wasting your time trying to go through the whole lot. Also, I've also got some websites that above my live video right now, as you can see above my live video right now, where you can go and check out some scholarships. A lot of them are fully funded scholarships for international students, but obviously they are in very specific areas or programs or subjects. So you need to check that you qualify for those particular within those particular areas before you can apply for those particular scholarship programs. So you can screenshot it or you can write the website down. The first one for the scholarships for international students is Society of Black Academics, SBA. That is on LinkedIn. It's a page on LinkedIn. So you can go to that LinkedIn page. And obviously you can follow them and you will check their page. It has got all the various scholarship schemes. A lot of the time they keep coming up almost every time. Then you can check the right one for yourself. If you qualify for which particular program and the time that most of them are starting from the next academic year, 2023 and also 2025. Check that out and also apply. Guys, keep liking it, keep sending your likes, keep sharing it, keep sending your likes. Let's get the viewership up. then that will be very much appreciated. So that it is for you. And below the level there, the one below is that is about the online business. If you're living abroad, you're living in Europe, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Japan, that is directly above my head, South Korea or Qatar, and you are interested in doing an online business to make you extra income as we go into the year 2023, the website for the online business is on there: www.lawrenceamoah.com, www.lawrenceamoah.com. You enter your name and email address over there, you save your spot, then obviously you watch the video, you click on this, it will take you a page to watch the video, and that explains everything about the online business. Please, if you don't live in any of those areas, the online business is not for you. In Europe, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Japan, South Korea, and Qatar, that's what the online business are for, because that's where we've got head offices within those particular areas. So later on, what I'm going to be doing is that yesterday I did a go live. Yeah, and the day before, I think on Monday as well, I did a go live where the videos have been uploaded onto my YouTube page. So if you look at the, the link directly above my head on the live, you can see that my YouTube channel, you can see my YouTube channel at Dr. Lawrence Amoah. You can write that down, take a screenshot of it. So the moment, obviously, I upload this video, then obviously you will be able to catch up, and also you'll be able to watch all the other previous videos that I have done, which is going to be very beneficial. Because when you check those videos, especially if you are interested in the skilled worker visa, the explanations, you are interested in the student visa, obviously to come to the UK, you are interested in maybe getting to know more about applying for a visitor visa or a charity visa or maybe a conference visa and all of that, then all the explanations are on there. Check the description section, and the links will take you directly to those particular websites where you will be able to make your applications or submit your application. So what I was talking about before I started recapping is the qualifying, is the route to qualifying visa categories. If you're on any type of visa category within the UK, these are the routes that you can go through to obtain indefinite leave to remain, what we normally call ILR within the UK. So if you are planning to come to the UK, then these are some of the things that you need to be aware of. Legacy Record says, I found my job on the list. What do I do, please? Guys, you need to go and read on the information. If you found your job on the list, that's what I've just explained. The next one is for you to look for a sponsor. So now within that on that same page, enter register of sponsors, or go to these links, go to the websites that are below there, https uktiersponsors.co.uk, uktiersponsors.co.uk, and also spend some time on there and read information on that page. Otherwise, don't just keep skipping through everything. Take your time and read the information on the page. It tells you exactly what to do, the documentations that you require, how much money you need to have in your bank account, how much money you need to pay for the application fees, etc., etc. But if you go to the https uktiersponsors.co.uk, and check that particular website, enter it exactly as you see into your search engine, then obviously it will take you to the website where you can find those particular UK sponsors or employers who can give you a visa to, or maybe check the second one as well, https sponsortier2.com, sponsortier2.com. You can check on that as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let me go on with the qualifying visa routes and routes for indefinite leave to remain. So the first one is if you are a tier 1 migrant. If you are a tier 1 migrant, i.e. the general one, tier 1 entrepreneur, tier 1 exceptional talent, or tier 1 investor, and tier 1 dependent, then obviously, and their dependents, So all of those people, tier 1 general, tier 1 entrepreneur, tier 1 exceptional talent, tier 1 investor, and their dependents, then obviously you can qualify via that particular visa route to having an indefinite leave to remain. Also, if you're on a tier 2 general, or tier 2 general migrants and their dependents. So migrants and their dependents, they can also qualify under the route to become to gaining indefinite leave to remain, ILR. And also spouse or partner of a person settled in the UK. If you are coming as a spouse of somebody who is already settled in the UK, i.e. they've got indefinite leave to remain, or they've already got British citizenship, then obviously you can also use that route to get indefinite leave to remain. Okay, also the next one is a UK ancestry route. UK ancestry roots. If you can trace your root to any UK, any UK ancestors and all of that within the UK, then you can apply or you can qualify based on that particular status. The next one is also domestic workers covered by transitional arrangements. Domestic workers, covered by transitional arrangements, and migrants in closed categories such as HSMP or work permit holders and their dependents. So you can also qualify for that particular route. And here also, the next one I'm going to be talking about is the qualifying periods. How long will it take for you if you're already in the UK or if you're coming to the UK? How long is it going to take you for you to be able to qualify for indefinite leave to remain? Indefinite leave to remain. That is a step away from getting your British citizenship. A step away from getting your British citizenship. So here, the qualifying period is 5 years. The routes, visa categories and routes is 5 years if you form part of any of these visa categories. If you come to the UK with any of these categories, if you're on a tier 2 visa, UK ancestry eligibility, if you qualify based on your UK ancestry, or you qualify because you are on a tier 1, you qualify because you're on a tier 1, it means that it's going to take you 5 years to be able to qualify. Guys, if you keep sending your likes, please keep sharing it, keep sending the likes. Thanks very much for all those who've just joined. What we're talking about is we're catching up on the various visa categories, obviously within the UK, whether it's a student visa, sponsorship visa, a tier 2 visa, and all of that, and how long it's going to take you if you are on any of these type of visas for you to be able to get your indefinite leave to remain if you are in the UK. So 5 years if you are any of these categories, a tier 2 visa, UK ancestry, or eligible tier 1 categories. And 3 years if you are on a tier 1 entrepreneur. That is an accelerated route. 3 years if you are on a tier 1 entrepreneur visa, then that is an accelerated route that can take you 3 years for you to be able to get to it. And also 2 or 3 years that it can take you if you are a tier 1 investor. If you are a tier 1 investor, that is also an accelerated route. Guys, keep sending your likes, keep power tapping on your screen. We've got 19 beautiful people who are here. If you keep power tapping, a lot more people are going to join. They're going to see that we are live, and more importantly, if you are sharing it, if you want to share it, touch your screen, hold it down, and you see your friend list open below. Then you send the invite out. People that you believe that they will be interested, who will be benefiting from this, who are looking to migrate to the UK. Most of these things are very applicable to a lot of other areas as well. Thanks very much for those who are following. Kumiwa, I hope you are doing all right. Thanks for following the page. And most importantly, if you follow the page, turn your live on. So anytime I come on live, then obviously you will be able to see it and you can decide if you want to join it or not. So 2 to 3 years, we are talking about qualifying periods for indefinite leave to remain. So if you are planning to come to the UK or you're already in the UK, these are some of the things, how long that you need to be in the UK for, on which particular type of visa before obviously you will be able to qualify for indefinite leave to remain. So, or you can also 5 years or 4 years if you are eligible highly skilled migrant categories. Eligible highly skilled. So if you are eligible for a highly skilled migrant categories, then it can be 5 or 4 years. And 10 years if it is on long residency basis. That is the longest that you can probably send. If it's on a long residency basis, then it is for 10 years. Guys, keep liking it. If you want to send your likes, this is how you send it. Any part of your screen, any part on your page, Yeah, all you need to do is just keep power tapping. Just keep power tapping on your screen, anywhere on your screen. That's how you send the likes. You can send as many likes, send 200 likes, 300 likes, 1,000 likes. Just keep power tapping on your screen continuously as you're watching it. Just keep tapping it. Don't stop, non-stop. Just keep power tapping on your screen as you are watching it. So guys, those are the differences between indefinite leave to remain and also permanent resident, and how long it's going to take you for you to be able to qualify for indefinite leave to remain, which is a step away from becoming a British citizen. There is also what you call it, a lot of requirements that you need to meet, i.e. you will need to pass or have an exemption from English language knowledge or English language, and also you need to write a life in the UK test if you want to apply for your indefinite leave to remain. So if you know somebody who is already in the UK, or maybe you are already in the UK and you are coming to the end of maybe your qualifying period, you've probably spent about 3 years, 4 years, and you are looking to apply for indefinite leave to remain, then those are some of the things that you need to think about. Sometimes application for indefinite leave to remain, they say that it should take up to 8 weeks, but sometimes it can take up to 6 months. So if you are probably coming to the end of your qualification period, you need to make sure that you give yourself enough time. Give yourself enough time so that you can start the application process, so that in the event of any delays or in the event that you are refused, you still got time to be able to make an appeal or something, or maybe go for an administrative review or something of that sort, so you don't become obviously illegal whilst you are still within the UK. So guys, just keep power tapping. As I said, just keep power tapping on your screens. Yeah, if you've just joined, thanks very much for joining. What we are talking about is a skilled worker visa category. If you are outside the UK and you are looking to come to the UK, or you are looking to apply to come here as a student, you are looking for scholarship schemes. I've posted some of the websites on there that you can go to, those websites where you will be able to find various scholarship programs for various universities within the UK and also some other universities across Europe. Germany, and also Canada. You can go to other places like Singapore, China, and even in the USA, where you can apply for various scholarships. So if you look directly above my live video, guys, just keep power tapping, keep sending the likes, don't stop. We've got 40 beautiful people in here. Just keep power tapping, don't stop sending the likes. 40 people. Good morning, sweet darling. I hope you're good. Satya Kanu? Yeah, thanks very much for following the page. I hope you're doing well. Yakumiwa says, I am on a postgraduate 2 years visa. How do I convert to tier 2? Yakumiwa, to be able to convert to tier 2, all that you need to do is to find a sponsor. So if you go to look above the live video, so you need to go to the HTTP, those ones, the website beginning with HTTP in the green background. So HTTP uktiersponsors.co.uk or HTTPS sponsortier2.com. Go to those websites, but you need to make sure that you qualify for a skilled worker category. Perpetual says, how do I start the online business? If you leave, the online business is for people who live in those areas. So living abroad, if you live in Europe, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Japan, South Korea, or Qatar, then you will be able to start the online business. If you don't live in any of those areas, then you wouldn't be able to do the online business because it's for people living in those particular areas. That's where we've got the products, that's where we've got our head offices. So you will be able to do it if you live in any of those areas. So Perpetual, if you live in any of those areas and you want to start or you want to do the online business, then obviously it is a business that we're going to teach you how to be able to promote products and services and businesses across all the social media platforms. So pick up the website above, where you see directly above the video where it says online business. Go to that website, www.lawrenceamoah.com, www.lawrenceamoah.com. Enter your name, enter your email address, save, click on the save my spot, watch the video. Once you finish watching the video, scroll down on the same page, connect with me on Facebook. If you've got any questions about the online business, then let me know, contact me and let me explain to you. Then you can decide that you want to start it. But it's for people who live in those areas where I've listed there Europe, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Japan, South Korea, and Qatar. Okay, so that is that for you. So I think I explained Yakumiwa. Yeah, you're welcome. I think I explained the process. So you need to first check that if you want to apply for a skilled worker visa, the occupation or the role that you're applying for is on that particular shortage UK shortage list of occupation. UK occupation shortage list. If it's on there, then that is the first what you call it criteria that you meet. Somebody says, hi, any master scholarship opportunities? Yeah, I've just posted a website on there. So scholarship for international masters, go to the website and just go and check it. Is it JD Doc? So go to the website above the live. So scholarship, where it says scholarship for international students, go to Society of Black Academics, SBA. That is a page on LinkedIn. They've got loads of websites. They've got loads of scholarship programs. So you can go and check that out. You can go and check that out. And the second one is www.scholarsfordev.com. Go and check that out as well. If there are loads of scholarships on there, mostly for masters and for PhD, but in very specific areas, sometimes in management, in business, sometimes in the sciences and engineering, in mathematics, in economics and all of that. So go there, do your research, review, check those. If any of them obviously meet your requirements, then you can look at, and obviously if you qualify, then you can look at applying. Most of those scholarship programs are starting next academic year, 2023-2024. So you've got some time to be able to research and obviously review it and start with the application process. So JD, please go and check those websites out. Yeah. Okay, guys, keep sending the likes, so that we can get the numbers up. Let's get the numbers up from 34 to let's try and get it to 100. We've got over 30 people. If everybody is power tapping constantly, you will see that the numbers are going to go up. And this is how you like it. When we talk about power tapping, it's just sending likes. Just tapping on your screen, just keep tapping on your screen, and you see the more likes that you are sending, the more people who are seeing it. And obviously, if you are sharing it as well, if you want to share it for us with your friends and they can decide whether they want to join in, touch and hold down your screen, touch your screen and hold it down. Your friend list will open below, then send the invitation out to 15, 20 or 30 of your friends. They will join and they can decide whether this is for them or not. In QB, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great. Nana, thanks very much for sharing it. I don't know those who are not sharing it. I don't know why they want to keep the information to themselves. Please make sure that you are sharing it for us. That is very much appreciated. Thanks very much for all those who are sharing it for us. That is very much appreciated. Okay. If you want to ask any questions as well, then if you want to stick and stay later on, you will be able to come on. Then obviously we can have a chit chat. Nkyobi said, I'm good. I'm interested in skilled worker sponsorship in London and Birmingham. So go to that website and go and check it. Yeah, go to the website above the live video and go and check it. But make sure that obviously you meet the requirement first. So first, go to the UK government website, www.gov.uk, which is the first website. Go to that website and check the shortage occupation list. If your occupation is on the shortage occupation list, then within that same search engine, enter register of sponsors. Then that's where UK companies who can sponsor you to come to the UK to come and work. Then the next one, those other websites, https uktsponsors.co.uk. You can go to those ones and check it as well. And also the next one, the one below, is https sponsortier2.com. Those are also areas that you can check. And somebody says, Ayuna 990, can I apply for skilled worker visa while in UK as a EU citizen? Yeah, if you meet the requirements, why not? You can apply. If you meet the requirements, yeah, you can apply. But I don't know if you are EU citizen and you have got settled status in the UK. I don't know why you can apply for any job unless you haven't got settlement status, which means you might be illegal and you might not be allowed to work. If you haven't got the right to work in the UK, are you a share code? Then you might be living in the UK, even though you're an EU citizen, you might be living here illegal. But if you are EU citizen and you've got a settled status, then you don't need a skilled worker visa. You don't need a skilled worker visa. You can apply for any job as normal, just like everybody else. Okay, let's see. Hello, I'm in the UK, but I want to change my sponsorship since my company was suspended. What can I do? All you need to do is to go to what you call it, the website above https uktsponsors.co.uk, above the live https uktsponsors.co.uk, or the second one https sponsorstier2.com. Go to those websites, then start searching for those companies or those organizations. There are websites in all those what you call it, when you go to their website, you can see the website link for the companies, and also which can take you directly to their website if they've got websites. You can also see their social media pages if they've got a social media link that will be attached on there, so you can start talking to them. But you need to look for companies who work within the area that you are looking to work or you are searching for work. Then you can start talking to them or applying to them. Yeah, Nkyobi says already in the UK. Okay, yeah, nice one. If you're already in the UK, then it should be easy for you, because there are a lot of jobs out there for people who are already in the UK. All that you need to do is to go there and start searching, start looking for the employers, and obviously start talking to them. Yeah, pick their numbers, start talking to them, go to their website. If you click on the links will take you directly to their website, and yeah, you can apply for the jobs directly to their website. Guys, keep sharing it for us, please. Keep sharing it. If you want to share it, touch your screen, hold it down. Then obviously your friend list will open below. Then send the invite out to as many of your friends as you can. 20, 30 of your friends. Once you've done that, keep power tapping. We've got over 40 people. If everybody is power tapping, you're going to see the numbers go up astronomically, so that everybody else can also benefit. Yuna says, I got refuser EU. I don't know. You got refused for EU settled status, you mean? Yeah, so I already have a tier 2 in Kyobi. I already have a tier 2 visa, but I want to change employer and city. Yeah, if you already, then you have to look for an employer. Yeah, so go to those websites, https UK tier sponsor, then .co.uk, and the second one H. So that is the only way that you can switch your employer and your city. Yeah, you need to find a sponsor who has got a job for you. Then obviously they are willing to give you the COS to try and obviously to sponsor you to continuously leave. But you need to make sure that you are advance of time. Yeah, you give yourself enough time and enough opportunity to be able to do that. Hansen Fixin said, I'm a military investigator in Ghana. Can I get a job in the UK too? As what? As a military investigator? No. The UK military is not looking for any investigators. Yeah, so, and they are not even recruiting. They are not even recruiting at the minute. So, go to the website above www.gov.uk. If you've got any other skills, which is on the shortage occupation list, then you can consider, read on it, you can consider applying. Somebody says, what about a visit visa? Baby girl. Yeah, if we're looking to apply for a visit visa, then obviously with a visit visa, you can only come to the UK for a visit and go back home. You cannot use a visit visa to work. You can't work with a visitor visa. Thanks for the gift anyway, baby girl. You can't work with a visit visa in the UK. Guys, keep power tapping. Don't stop it. Please don't stop. Everybody, just keep tapping on your screen. As you're listening and as you're watching, as you bring in your questions, still keep power tapping. Keep power tapping. That's how you send your likes. Anywhere on your screen, just keep power tapping. Just keep power tapping on your screens. Yeah, so yeah, if you want to come with a visit visa, if you go to that same website, www, the first one above the live video.gov.uk, go to that website and enter in visitor visa, visit visa, UK visit visa or visitor visa. then you'll be able to see all the requirements and all the information that you need on that particular website. Obviously, you need to have, because you'll be coming to the UK and returning back home, normally you need to be able to demonstrate that you've got strong economic ties or financial ties back home, wherever home is for you. You need to be able to demonstrate that maybe you've got family ties, that when you come to the UK, definitely you are going to return back home. Or your bank statements, obviously your application form, you'll be paying for all your fees. And if somebody is helping you to get accommodation, normally it's better if probably you are able to book a hotel or be able to book a place that you say that you're going to stay, and you can demonstrate that you've paid for it, so they know that you are financially stable, you are financially sound. But if you're going to be living with somebody in the UK during your visit, during your stay, then that particular person should also be able to demonstrate that they will be able to support you, provide you with the accommodation. So i.e., if they've got a tenancy agreement, proof of address, utility bill, either gas, electricity or water bill, or even if they've got a mortgage or they own the house, they should be able to demonstrate that they are willing to be able to use that, obviously, to support you whilst you are in the UK, to be able that they are going to be staying with them or they're going to be providing with your accommodation. And more importantly, your bank statement and all your documentation should be genuine. Don't some people, they just pay other people to do the application for them, and other people, those people, connection men or the middlemen, all that they do is they just go and sit in their office, try and use all these kinds of software to manufacture some bank statements. If it's a fake bank statement, yeah, they're going to find out. Any fake documentation, they'll find out. And I know people who have submitted fake documentation who have been banned for who have been banned for 5 years. Some have been banned for 10 years, and other people have been banned for life. So just make sure that any documentation you are submitting is a genuine, it's not a photocopy, and obviously it is not a fake. Otherwise, if they find out, then you could be banned for life. Guys, keep power tapping, keep power tapping, keep power tapping on your screen. So if you need any information about any type of visa at all, whether it's a skilled worker visa, a student visa, a dependent or spousal visa, charity visa, entrepreneur visa, or investor or a visa, and all of that, the first website that you need to go to is the one above my page. That is www.gov.uk. That is the UK government website. Once you are on that website, enter any type of information within that same the search engine. You can Google in there, or you can enter in the you can enter in the visit visa requirements. It will give you all the requirements. Visit visa forms, skilled worker requirements or skilled worker sponsor list. You can maybe register or sponsors for skilled worker. Any information that you enter into that website within their search engine, it will just bring it up for you. Then you can read on it, you can research, and you can decide whether you meet the requirements and all of that. Empress Z or Zai, can I travel with 2 kids and work abroad? You should know, if you want to travel with 2 kids and work abroad, especially with 2 kids. I live in the UK, so I can talk about the UK. I've got 2 children, I've got 2 kids, and every month, because they are so young, I have to put them into childcare. Every month, one is older now, but when they were very young and they were both in childcare, every month for the 2 of my kids, I was paying for childcare. I was paying £1,400 a month for childcare, because if you want to work, which means you have to pay other people to look after your kids for you. Yeah, so it's very difficult. And if you've just migrated from abroad to the UK, most of the time you don't have any recourse to public funds. What that simply means is the government is not going to give you any support. The government is not going to give you any money, because you've not stayed in the country for long. You haven't got indefinite leave to remain or British citizenship, and you don't qualify for anything. Yeah, I'm talking about the UK. It might be different for other countries. I don't know about other countries. I'm talking about the UK now. So other countries might be different. But in the UK, yeah, if you want to work, you can travel and work, but you should know that it is very, very expensive, especially because you cannot leave your kids at home and just go to work, especially if they are under a certain age. If they are older kids, then obviously, yeah, then you can leave them at home because they are independent, they know the system, and they can stay at home safely, and they know what to do in the event of an emergency. Then obviously you can leave them. But if they are younger kids, Yeah, and then obviously you will have to put them into childcare or maybe get a childminder to be able to look for them whilst obviously you are in the UK. Whilst you are in the UK, and it's not cheap, trust me, it's very, very expensive. User 10657 says, can I join the UK military from South Africa? Sorry, the UK army is not recruiting now. Yeah, they are not recruiting. Obviously, when they open it in 2019 or 2020, where a lot of people applied, but now they were oversubscribed. The application, they overwhelmed by the number of applications. So now they are going through the backlog and still reviewing it. So people who applied that time, a number of them are still being contacted around this time. A number of them are still being contacted, and they are inviting them obviously to come for their interview selection and also write the test or exams or something of that sort. So yeah, that's what. But at the moment, the UK Army, Navy, nobody is recruiting and all of that. Okay. Nosy, hi everyone. Yeah, I hope you're good. Visit visa in aviation industry. There is no work visa in aviation industry. So go to that website, Alexis. Go to the website and check if you work within aviation. I don't know what specific job, whether you're an engineer, whether you are this and that. Go to the website, UK government website. Look for shortage occupation list. If your occupation is on the list, then obviously you can decide whether you want to apply. Guys, keep sending the likes. Please don't stop. Keep sending the likes. If you are watching, we've got 48, almost 50 people. Just keep power tapping. That's how you power tap. You send the likes by just power tapping. So you've seen on obviously my forehead on the screen. Just keep tapping, knocking me on the head. Just keep tapping. Just keep tapping. Just keep tapping. That's how you send the likes. As you listen, just keep tapping. Just keep power tapping, please. And let's do it. So work visa in aviation industry. If you are an engineer, you're a qualified engineer and all of that, just go and check the list. www.gov.uk. Check out the list. If your occupation is on there, then obviously that's where obviously that is the first box that you've ticked, and you can start looking for sponsors. And you can, by looking for sponsors, you move on to the next websites: https uktsponsors.co.uk, https sponsortier2.com. Then you can go and check out if you can find any sponsors on there. Kayla, Esther says, if you have, my daughter is also called Kayla. Yeah. If you have a sponsor, do you still need to submit your bank details? If you have a sponsor, yeah, you need to submit your your bank information, because the sponsor because you need to be able to demonstrate that you've got enough money, because to get the the sponsor visa, you need to be able to demonstrate that, especially if you're coming from outside, you need to demonstrate that you've got enough money to be able to pay for the obviously to pay for the surcharge whilst you are in the you are in the UK, and also that you have got enough money. Normally they say that they advise that at least you require about 1,270 maybe money in your bank account and all of that, so that for your maybe your first month before at least you get paid, you receive your first pay or your first salary. And that, so yeah, so you need to be able to demonstrate that you can support yourself financially once you arrive in the UK. Empress Zay says very difficult. No, I'm single parent in the UK, but I would love to move abroad. No, I'm a single parent in the UK. I would love to move abroad. Okay, you are already in the UK and you would love to move abroad. I don't know where you mean abroad. Yeah, I think if you go everywhere else, it's probably almost the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, I know it's very difficult because yeah, I've got 2 kids as well, and it's very expensive to be able to pay for the childcare. Their childcare is very expensive. Even now that they are both in school, because myself, I work, but obviously I'm not single. I live with my wife as well, so I'm married. So I work and my wife also work full time. So in the morning, I have to. My wife drops the kids off at breakfast club, and in the evening I finish a bit early, so I go and pick them up on my way home from after school club. So they go to breakfast club, and the breakfast club they will take them to school. Then I will pick the after school. The school will take them to after school club. Then when I finish work, I go and pick them up and bring them home. So yeah, it's I know it's hard, but yeah, you have to make it work. that way. But I don't think it's going to be any easier if you are a single parent and you are looking to move abroad, unless you are able to get a family member to come in. Maybe and a family member, they can probably come here maybe for a maximum of up to 6 months. Then they can come and give you a bit of a hand and all of that to be able to do that. Okay, so Sam Jr., hello, I hope you are doing good. Hanson Vixen, with a study visa to UK, can I take my nurse wife along? Yeah, if you get a student visa, yeah, to the UK, you can bring your wife as a dependent. So if your wife is a nurse, yeah, once you get it, you can bring her as a dependent. But your wife is a nurse, so the other way, she also qualify for a skilled worker visa. So if she also applies for a skilled worker visa and she gets a skilled worker visa, she can also bring you along as a dependent. So it is a win-win. But if you are coming as a student, just know that if you are not getting a scholarship, you're not coming as a scholarship, school fees or tuition fees are very, very expensive. Tuition fees are very, very expensive, so you should be mindful of that. Most people want to come here as a student, but the moment they arrive here, they don't even step their foot at the university, and they start looking for work and all of that straight away. And you should know that obviously your stay in the UK is tied to your student visa. So if you don't go to the university at all, you don't attend university at all because you cannot afford it, then you should know that if it's a 1 year course or a 2 year course, once it comes to one day, maybe the university might not be able to locate you or might not be able to find you. But sometimes some universities might probably report you to the UK Home Office and you can get into trouble. Guys, keep power tapping it for us. Keep power tapping, sending your likes, keep sending the likes. Let's send the likes. Let's share with your friends. Let's share the likes. If you want to share it, touch your screen, hold it down for 3 to 4 seconds. Your friend list will open below. Send the invite out. Invite your friends to join a new set of friends. Invite them to join. Once you've invited them, then just power tap on your screen. That's how you send the likes. Anywhere on your screen, just keep tapping. It can be on my forehead on your screen. Don't stop, non-stop. Just keep tapping. That's how you send the likes. And let's go through a few questions. Later on, I'm going to open it for people to come on here. So you might want to stick and stay. So when we open it, then you can come and ask your questions directly. Then I will be able to try my possible best and explain it to you. Sam Junior says, I'm IT professional with 12 years experience and want to relocate to the UK. Can you assist me? Yeah, go to the website and go and read and research on that. Yeah, make sure that obviously your skills on your occupation is on the skilled occupation job. I know if you're an IT engineer, or telecoms engineer, then obviously you are definitely on the list. If you are IT engineer and telecoms engineer, then you are definitely on qualify for the shortage occupation list. So the next thing for you to do is to look for a sponsor. So go to the website that are above the live video. So check whether you're on the list. If you're on the list, then the next one is for you to start looking for a sponsor. HTTPS uktier-sponsors.co.uk or HTTPS sponsor-tier2.com. So that's how you can go there and start looking for the information or start doing your research. How can you get documents? I don't get your question. Nana Nkansa. I don't know whether that's the name. How can you get documents if you are already in the UK? What documents are you talking about? What documents are you talking about? Yeah, do you mean if you are illegal in the UK? How can you documents? Is that what you mean? I don't get your question. Nana in cancer. So you might want to come again. Do you mean that if you are illegal in the UK, how you can get documents? I don't get your question, so please come again. Thanks very much for all those who are sharing. If you are sharing, God richly bless you. You know yourself. You are active participator in this live. Obviously, you are supporting it and you are supporting it. All those who are not sharing it, I don't know why you are not sharing it. And all those who are not liking it, I don't know why you are not liking it, because you are still here watching. So I would like to believe that probably is benefiting you one way or the other. Sam Junior says, any response to what? I think I've already responded. Kayla, Esther, If I'm only coming to visit and my sponsor agree today everything, do I still need to submit my bank? I don't understand your question. If I'm only coming to visit and my sponsor agree today everything, do I still need to submit my bank? Yeah, you need your statement. You need to be able to demonstrate that, because your sponsor is not the one who is going to give you the visa. You need just the COS, the certificate of sponsorship, for what you call it, from the sponsor, from the company that is sponsoring you. But when you are submitting your application for your visa, that's where you need to submit all your bank the statements and all the details to demonstrate that you've got enough money to take care of yourself and to sponsor yourself whilst you are in the UK. Yeah. Okay, so Kayla said details. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. I said my new father. Okay. Almami Camera says I have a Spain passport. That what can I have right and work in the UK? If you have a Spanish passport, then obviously, if you are not already in the UK and you don't qualify under UK settlement status, because if you are not already in the UK to apply for it, unfortunately, you will need to apply like everybody else, whether it's under the skilled worker route or the worker route, to be able to come to the UK. So you will need to apply for a working visa or a skilled worker visa if you qualify to be able to come to the UK. Because you know the UK has left the EU, so it's not like before where you could just move around with a EU passport or Spanish passport, German passport, come to the UK and live here and work. Now everything has changed since the UK left the EU as part of the Brexit. Okay, yeah, sweet darling. You're doing a great job helping people with a website and latest information on relocation. God bless you. God bless you, says sweet darling. Yeah, I hope you are good. I hope you're doing well. Jokes, said, Doc, you do. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. These are some of the things that motivate us. So, yeah. And also by sharing it, you're motivating us. By liking it, you've got 40 people. Nobody is liking it. Nobody is liking it at all. But we've got 40 people who are still watching. I don't know why you watch it, but you are getting the information and you are not sharing it and you are not liking it. I don't know why. Okay, yeah. Thanks very much for all those who are sharing it, who are liking it so far. God richly bless you. God richly bless you for the support. At least if you are not benefiting it, when you share it, when you like it, other people are also going to see the video and they can decide whether the video is going to benefit them and they will like to join or not. Okay, yeah. Lanky said, I am microbiologist looking forward to utilize the senior career route to the UK. Okay. That is good. Opoku Eric, scholarship to study in the UK. Do I need to bring bank statement and how to apply? Yeah, go to the website, go to the university's website, scholarship for international students. Yeah, you need to be able to demonstrate, because when you get a scholarship, the scholarship is just paying for your tuition and all of that. It means you don't need to pay for a tuition, but you need to pay unless it covers all your stipend and your accommodation and everything. But apart from that, you still need to be able to pay for your fees. You need to be able to pay for pay for your application fees. You need to be able to pay for all of that. So you need to be able to demonstrate that you will be, or maybe if the scholarship doesn't come with accommodation or hostel, then you need to find a place where you're going to stay. So how are you going to stay here? You need to be able to demonstrate via your bank statement how much money that you've got in your bank statement. And also you need to be managing or running your bank statement prior to your application, that you can take care of yourself whilst you're in the UK. And even you should also know that when you are coming as a student, you are only allowed to work for a maximum of 20 hours a week. So that 20 hours a week is not going to be enough for you, and you might not probably get a job immediately you arrive in the UK. So how are you going to take care of yourself if you haven't got enough money? So you need to be able to demonstrate that you've got you are financially sound, or you've got enough money to be able to cater for yourself whilst you arrived in the UK whilst doing your course. Obviously, you wouldn't need to demonstrate that you can pay your tuition fees, because that will be taken care of by the what you call it, the scholarship program and all of that. Yeah. Someone said, do I have to get a job first before applying for, if you're applying for a skilled worker visa, yes, you need to get the job first, a sponsor, and the job has to be a company that is registered in the UK with the Home Office that can give you the COS, i.e. certificate or sponsorship to come to the UK. Yeah. It has to be what you call it, those company. If the company is not registered, then they will not be able to sponsor you to get a visa to come to the UK. So guys, if you want to join me, if you want to come on live, send me a request so you can come on live, so we can do a chit chat. Guys, keep sending your likes, keep sharing the page for us. If you want to send the likes, it's just a matter of just power tapping on your screen. Just power tapping on your screen. If you power tap on your screen, that's how you send the likes. Just keep power tapping on your screen. That's how you send the likes. If you power tap anywhere on the screen, that's how you send the likes. Yeah, and by power tapping, that's what I mean. Just keep tapping anywhere on the screen. That's how you send the likes, and more people get a notification. If you want to come on here for a chit chat, then obviously send me a request. BB comes in, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful holidays, and obviously the new year. We just hope and pray for the best in the new year. Somebody says, Jenny Esau says, my company is offering COS relocated in West Midlands. Okay, so which area, Jenny Esau, which area does your company work? If you can let us know, if which area your company works, or which job opportunities have they got. Is it in retail? Is it in manufacturing? Is it in production? Is it nurse? Is it healthcare? Is it education? So let us know. Jenny Esau. Yeah, Jenny Esau said the company is offering COS. If you don't know what COS, certificate or sponsorship, yeah, to be able to travel to the UK and work. So the Obed says, how can I apply for scholarship if I hold EU family permit? If you hold EU family permit, does that permit allow you to work in the UK? If the permit allows you to work in the UK, then obviously all you need to do, which how can I apply for scholarship if I hold? Yeah, that is also is for international students. So the scholarship is for the international students. So if you qualify under the international students, go to those websites above. One, Society of Black Academics is a page on LinkedIn. Go and follow them. Then obviously you will be able to do that. And the second one is www.scholarshipfordev.com. You will be able to do that. Jenny SL said Coventry, Birmingham, Wolverhampton. Healthcare assistant. Yeah. Okay. So healthcare assistant. Yeah. If you are looking for healthcare assistant job. Jenny SL, thanks for coming. Yeah. But I don't know if you want to add, what is your company's name? Yeah. So maybe we can check it. What is your company's name? Jenny SL. Yeah. I'm going to screenshot this. So guys, if you are watching, you can tag Jenny SL. If you are interested in healthcare assistant job, then obviously you can start talking to her. Jenny SL, if you can let us know the name of your company, the name of the company that you work with or you work for, then obviously we will know. Yeah, somebody says, please talk more about building construction visa sponsorship. There is nothing like building construction visa sponsorship. Yeah, I haven't heard of building construction. It's just a skilled worker. If you are a civil engineer, if you are architecture, if you're an architect, or you've got any experience in the architectural field, you are electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, and all of that, then obviously you are on the skilled worker visa. I haven't heard of building construction visa sponsorship. I haven't heard of that before. Yeah, maybe you have just given it that terminology. But as long as you are on the skilled worker visa category, then obviously you can look at applying for any of the skilled worker visa jobs. If anybody wants to come on live, yeah, don't be shy. Send your request. If you want to come on live and just ask your questions, send a request, then I will bring you on here. Then we can do, you can ask me the questions, then we can do this. Sorry, dog. Sir, I believe you answered my question, but I was busy on a call. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, that was Nosy. Yeah, pretty says, I'm a degree nurse student. Can I continue it there? Yeah, obviously, if you are coming as a degree nurse student, you should be willing to pay for the tuition fees, because the tuition fees are very expensive in the UK. So as long as you've got the money to pay for it, yeah, anything is possible. Yeah. Please repeat your answer. I don't know what you want me to repeat. If when you ask a question, you might want to pay attention. I cannot just keep repeating myself, please. Yeah, if you ask a question, just pay attention and just stay on. Then, yeah, because I was going through the all the points. Maybe you might want to send me a request. What do you call it? Nosy is it Nosy's W6? Send a request to come live. Then you can ask your question. Send a request to come live, then you can ask your question. Then I will do my best to try and explain it. Jesse Esau says, do I need to pay? Somebody's asking this, Jesse Esau, do I need to pay to get a job, or is it free to apply? Yeah, Jesse Esau. So maybe if you can probably respond to Sweet Darling, but I don't think you should be paying, because all these sponsors, there is you should, if anybody is asking you to pay any money, then that is a red flag straight away. Smarties said, I'm a teacher by profession and want to travel to UK. Or how can you help me? Look at the websites above. Go to www.gov.uk. Go to that website and check for skilled worker visa for teachers or education. Skilled worker visa for teachers education. Read on it. All the information that you need is on there. It will help you exactly what you need, how to be able to understand how to make the application. Once you've read on it, then you fully understand it. If you've got any questions, then you can come and obviously ask me. Yeah, somebody, Bruce Ghana says, mind you, this schedule visa will end in February 2023. It was just a 1 year program. It was just a 1 year program. Okay, yeah, thanks very much for the information. Okay, Jay-Z Esau comes back with the name of the company. With the name of the company is says GNC. Yeah. Yeah, Jenny SL, sorry, Jenny SL, GNC Healthcare Limited. Yeah, I can be contacted directly. Okay, so guys, if you are looking for work in the healthcare or as a care assistant, GNC Healthcare Limited says she can be contacted directly. So contact her, speak to her, then obviously you'll be able to BBC consist. Sorry, I was on a phone call. If you're a phone call, guys, when you ask questions, please make sure that obviously you are listening for the response. If you ask a question and you go on a phone call and all of that, then it makes it all very difficult, isn't it? Yeah, otherwise. Okay, yeah, Nosy also comes back. I apply for a social care worker with NHS in Scotland. Is there any relevant companies? Yeah, so that's why I said go to those websites. That's what people don't want to do. They don't want to research. You just have to look for the information. I know somebody who said they applied to about 50 over 55. Others also applied to over 100 companies. Others, there's one guy who said he applied to over 300 companies for sponsorship. Yeah. So, and now he is in the UK. So go to the websites above, Nosy W6. Go to the website above. There is no shortcut in life. Sometimes you have to put in a bit of work, a bit of effort yourself. So https uktiersponsors.co.uk. I've gotten all the websites and everything. I've put it on there and I'm explaining it. I'm going through it. So all that you need to do is to write the websites down. Go to the website and start checking these websites. Look for, those are the lists for employers in the UK. So just go and check on those, just go and review them. Once you go through the employers, if you find any employer, it tells you the various industry or the sectors that they work in. So if you find any company or any organization or agency that is listed or registered with the UK Home Office that can offer you COS, certificate of sponsorship, then obviously you pick up their details. There's also their website links on those particular website, https uktsponsors.co.uk. Guys, keep sending your likes, keep power tapping. If you are sending the likes, it's just power tapping on your screen. So as you see me doing on my forehead, if we keep power tapping, you aim for my forehead. You can also share it. If you want to share the live, touch on your screen and obviously share with your friends, your family members who believe that obviously this can probably benefit them. And that's how obviously they get a notification and they can decide whether they want to join, in. And what most people, the mistake that other people do, Nosy, is that when they go to those websites and they see a particular job, they don't take their time to read and to look at the finer details. Sometimes, even though it is an opportunity, but it is for you to make sure that that particular type of job has got a tier 2 sponsorship visa for somebody who is outside the UK. Sometimes, even though it might come with a sponsorship visa with it, but it might be for somebody who is from a different place, maybe from Philippines or from India or from other places. So just read all the details. You don't just see the opportunity because it's got tier 2 visa next to it and you just apply it. But sometimes, even though it's got tier 2 visa to it, but it might be people who are already in the UK who are looking to switch from one type of skilled worker visa to another visa, or maybe even from a student visa, a long-term student visa, to go to maybe a skilled worker visa. So just read the finer details and just make sure that it is the right one. Yeah, you're welcome. Says if you in the country on a vacation, can you apply for healthcare job? If you're on a country on a vacation, does that mean that you are on a visit visa? If you're on a visit visa, unfortunately, you cannot work. So, but if you are on a skilled worker visa, on a type of visa that gives you the opportunity to be able to work, then you can apply. But if you're on a visit visa, as you said, a vacation, so I would like to believe that you're on a visit visa, due to riches, then obviously you will not be able to work with that. Okay. Akonga Laurentia says, please, IELTS, is it only healthcare workers that can write examination? No. If you are looking to migrate to the UK, or for that matter, any other English native speaking countries, normally there is a requirement for the IELTS, which is maybe Canada, USA, Australia, New Zealand, any of these, and also the UK as well. There is a requirement if you are looking to migrate to go and work or to go and study in any of these countries, then because they are English native speaking countries, you need to be able to demonstrate that your understanding, your listening, your speaking, and your writing of the English language obviously is you are very proficient in it. Then obviously that comes with the role, with the job, or with the with the application as well. Okay, yeah. Caspar the Go said, someone was helping me with a tier 2 visa. He asked me to pay 35,000 for the visa. Is that right? If anybody asks you to pay for any visa, then it means that they are trying to swindle you. All that they are doing. No sponsor in the UK, no sponsor registered with the UK Home Office will ask you to pay any money. Nobody should be asking you to pay any money. If they're asking you to pay any money, Casper the Ghost, then obviously that is a red flag. For me, that is a red flag. Guys, thanks very much for all those who are sharing it. I don't know why a lot of people are not sharing it. We need to get the shares up. Let's get the shares up. If you want to come on here, send me a request to go live with me. I will bring you up on here. Then you can ask your questions. So everyone can write the IELTS. You also written it. Annie Love, thanks very much for responding. Akonga for me. I heard it's not easy to get the COS to get the care work. Yeah, it's not impossible, but it's definitely challenging. Yeah, Smarties. because everybody else is looking for to get the same opportunity. Even in the UK, when there is an employment opportunity, I work as a company director for a construction firm. I'm one of the 6 directors that we run a construction firm in the UK. So normally when there is an opportunity or when there is a vacancy within a company, yeah, for any opportunity within within the work our workplace or within a company, sometimes you put the advertisement out and you get maybe for just a single job vacancy, you can get over 100 applications for just a single vacancy. You understand? Then this is within the UK, and we only need one person. We've got a vacancy for just one person. So in every sector, in every part of the world, is very competitive. So you, the individual, you also need to stay competitive. That's why you need to be improving upon yourself. You need to be researching. You need to be applying to loads of companies. As I said earlier on, I know somebody who came on my live about 2 weeks ago, and they said that they applied to over 300 companies before finally they were able to get a yes. And now he is now in the UK with his wife. You know, so sometimes it's not easy, but it's definitely not impossible. Yeah, you have to keep knocking on the doors. You have to keep applying and putting in the hard work. Yeah, nothing in the world is easy. Yeah, making money is not easy. Being successful is not easy. You need to put a lot of work into it. If you see all these successful men, yeah, I don't think it's been easy. If I tell you, if you've probably followed my page, you probably know about my story because I talk about it. When I came to the UK, yeah, at the time, I wanted to, when I finished uni in Ghana, I'm originally from Ghana, I wanted to join the Ghana army. And most people who probably from the Ghana are from Ghana or maybe from that part of Africa, you know that if you want to go and get certain job, even to serve your country, you are being asked to pay bribe. Yeah, so for me, this is 2007, and I was being asked to go and pay bribe before I could serve, I could join the enlist in the Ghanaian army. And I didn't even have the money. But luckily for me, I had a 2-year student working visa. At that time, they were giving 2-year student working visa. So I had already spent about almost 13 months on the student visa, and I was left with only 11 months. So the money that I would have probably been able to raise to pay for the bribe to join the Ghanaian army, what I did, I spoke to my dad. He managed to raise some money. He added it to that money that I would have probably expected to be used to pay for the bribe. And I bought my ticket and I came to the UK. When I came to the UK, then I had 3 options. Either if I had the money to go and probably look for somebody who wants to, get married to me and do documentation, or probably proper get married to somebody. But I couldn't do any of those because I already had my fiancée, who is now my wife. So the only alternative for me was, luckily, the UK Army was also recruiting Commonwealth soldiers at the time in 2007. And during that time, that was when the UK was fighting both Iraq and Afghanistan war. So for me, yeah, that was the risk that I had to take. So in life, you have to take a risk. Sometimes it has to be calculated risk. You have to put in the hard work. So despite all the risk and everything, because when I was going to join the British Army, because they were fighting the Iraq and Afghanistan war, I knew that at that time, if I told my mom and dad, because at that time I was about 24, 25 years, if I told my mom and dad, then obviously, yeah, they would have told me that they wouldn't allow me to join because I could be sent to Iraq after my training, or Afghanistan, and I could die at the time. They would have said no. So guess what? I didn't tell them when I even signed up to join. I started my training in the British Army. I didn't tell them at all because I didn't want them to talk me out of it. So I joined the British Army under my own revolution because at that time I was 24. I was old enough to be able to make my own decisions and all of that. So I joined the British Army. Then for me, after my training, lo and behold, I was sent to Afghanistan to go and fight in the war in 2009. Yeah, after my training and everything. But luckily, I came back safely. Nothing happened to me. And yeah, I came back in one piece. So sometimes a lot of things are so difficult, but you have to take a risk. But when I'm saying you have to take a risk, it has to be a calculated risk. It has to be a risk that obviously you will be able to withstand. You'll be able to justify the consequences When I'm saying taking risk, it doesn't mean that people crossing the border, crossing maybe the desert and trying to come to Europe and all of that. Other people have been successful. Many people have probably died along the way on the sea, on the high seas and all of that. You understand? And even now, people who are trying to use all those illegal means to try and come to the UK. Now, the UK government from next year, there are consultations and there are discussions within the parliament and within the various stakeholders to try and bring in stricter immigration rules. So now, if you are traveling by land or you are traveling by sea trying to enter the UK, at all their border posts or all their border, forces, they're going to have what they call e-cameras, electronic cameras. So these e-cameras will be able to capture people, and it's going to be 24/7. It's going to capture your facial recognition, take all your biometric data, your fingerprints and everything. So if you are somebody who is coming here to come and seek asylum or something of that sort, and you are coming from a country where there is no war or there is no justification for you to be able to get your asylum seeker application processed, then they will remove you straight away and they will take you to a third party country, maybe to Rwanda and other places. Yeah. So now from next year onwards, if you are illegal and you are living in the UK, if you know a family member, a friend who, or brother or sister, your mom or dad who lives in the UK who are illegal, you need to speak to them. Let them know that they have to be extra careful. They have to be extra cautious. If you are caught out, then obviously you will be removed and they will take you. And they are also building a lot of detention centers. Within the UK, they are building a lot of detention centers. So once they have found that you are illegal, they'll remove you and put you in a detention center and they will start processing you. But if you don't meet any of the criteria, then you will be deported to your home country, by which time they would have taken all your biometrics and everything. I know you know that your biometrics, they don't change. So you will be banned outright and you can never come back to the UK. And also companies who are looking to who employ people who are illegal in the UK, who don't have documentation in the UK, those companies, they are going to be given stricter punishments. Yeah, those companies can be fined up to £20,000, or even the owners of the business or the managers of that particular company could even be put into jail or could be given a jail sentence for every person that you employ illegally. So if you know somebody in the UK, or you are already in the UK, or you are planning to come to the UK, these are some of the things that you should be aware of. It's not good. That's why I always advise people, if you want to come to the UK to come and work, if you know in your heart that you're coming to come and work, there is no point in getting a visitor visa and coming to the UK. Because if you get a visitor visa and come to the UK, by the nature of that visa, it says you are a visitor. You're supposed to visit and go back home. But if you decide that you want to stay here illegally, then your life is going to be miserable. First, you cannot work during your visit, and after your visit, you are going to be legal. So how are you going to work? How are you going to take care of yourself? The only way that you can work is probably find somebody who you are going to be using their documentation to go and work. If you are using somebody's documentation, remember that you are going to be using what we call their national insurance. So all the hard work that you are doing, all the taxes that you are being deducted for your wages and all of that, all the national insurance contributions is going towards that particular pension contribution. So when you reach, the person who is doing all the hard work, because you haven't got any documentation, when you get to a pensionable age, the age that you can retire, it means that you haven't got any pension. Because all the hard work that you've been working, all the hard work that you've been doing whilst in the UK, all the contributions, the national insurance contributions is going to that particular person whom you have been using their documentation to work. Sometimes too, because you are using their documentation, when they pay you the money goes into that person's bank account. You go and speak to them that they should give you the money, and sometimes they'll be doing all these shakara things and all of that. Yeah, maybe I'm not around, I'll get it to you. Because so you've got your hands in their mouth. Yeah, you've got your hands in their mouth. And sometimes too, some of them can even threaten you that, if you don't take care, they might even report you to the police or report you to the immigration and all of that. So you are always sitting on tenterhooks. You don't have a very comfortable life. So the best thing for you to come here is to come with a working visa or a student visa, a type of visa where you'll be able to extend or you'll be able to switch from one particular category or to the other. And if you are already on the UK, or maybe you decided you came as a student, don't wait for your student visa to expire. Guys, keep sending your likes. Keep sending your likes, please. Let's get the likes to 20K. Let's get the likes to 20K. If we came here on a student visa, don't wait till maybe 2-3 months. Yesterday, somebody contacted me, a lady, and she said that she needs a sponsorship. She's on a student visa. When she came here, she didn't go to the uni at all, and now her visa was for 1 year, and she's only got 2 months left on her visa for the visa to expire. So now, even if you start the process for even a skilled worker visa to switch to, you've left it for too late. You need to start it at least about 6 months till the time that your visa is going to expire or is going to run out. If you're on a student visa or skilled worker visa, looking for either a different sponsor or looking for a different university that you want to go or looking to switch, you need to give yourself enough time to be able to go through all of these processes. Because if you become illegal, sometimes to even people who, if you use somebody's documentation to work, they will even be charging you. So you are contributing towards their national insurance, and they will also be charging you. Sometimes they might charge you £100 or £200 a month and all of that. And sometimes even once you've been paid and you're going to collect your money from them, it's also another kettle of fish. It's another problem altogether. So it's better that you have your own documentation that you can call your own, that you work with it, so that if you are making any contribution towards your national insurance, or that insurance is towards your pension contribution. Otherwise, if you decide to stay here 20 years, 30 years, and you retire and go back home, you've got no pension. You've got no pension in the UK, and you've got no pension back home. So sometimes, guys, we don't need to just concentrate and look at the short-term goal. We need to be looking at the long term. We need to be looking at the long-term goal. If you are focusing on the long-term goal, then obviously, when you arrive in the UK, what I always say is, even if you've got a master's, yeah, if you've got a PhD, if you've got undergraduate, all those certification or qualifications, they are useless if you don't have the right to work in the UK. Hear me right. If you don't have the right to work in the UK, if you are illegal, you don't have the right or the permit to work in the UK. If you've got your degree, if you've got a master's, if you are a chartered accountant, if you are this, if you are that, if you've got your PhD, all of those qualifications, they do not matter if you do not have the right to work in the UK. Because my company, for instance, with a company where I'm a director, for instance, when somebody, before they even come for the interview, the questions that we send them a questionnaire for them to respond to. And one of the first questions is, do you have the right to work in the UK? So the moment the person answers no, then we don't even invite you for the interview. So if you've got a PhD, you've got 4 PhDs, 5 PhDs and all of that, if you don't have the right to work in the UK, because if the company employs you, it means that we can get a fine of up to £20,000 or even prosecution. And nobody wants to get a fine. So if you decide that you want to travel, the first thing that you want to consider, one of the most important things that you want to consider in having, is to make sure that you have got the right to work in that particular country that you are traveling to. Otherwise, if you are illegal, you are always looking over your shoulders. You think that somebody is coming to get you. I'll tell you something funny. If you live in the UK, you will realize that we've got these parking attendants, yeah? So these parking attendants, sometimes they dress and they wear everything. Maybe they wear a body armor, they wear their hat, and they wear their high vis. So if you see them, if you are probably just arrived in the UK, you see them, you might probably think that they are policemen, because they dress almost the same as the police, with their hair, with their high vis and all of that, especially if they work within central London. So a friend of mine, yeah, he was experienced that particular thing. He was always looking over his shoulders, and because when he sees a parking attendant, he thinks that the person is a policeman, and he starts going in the opposite direction. Yeah. But that person is just a parking attendant. But it's because obviously he hasn't got the right to work in the UK. He's illegal in the country. And yeah, it's difficult. I'm not saying that there are a lot of people who are illegal in the country and all of that who are doing all sort of things. But if you want to come here, if you want life to be a little bit easier for you, yeah, if you want life to be a little bit easier for you, and if you are illegal, you cannot go out of the UK and come back in. So the moment you are here, you are going to be here for the next, what do you call it, 20 years or 30 years, or how long you decide to stay here before you go back home. I also know somebody who used to live in the same place when I got here in the UK at first, in Leytonstone in London. What he did was that at the time his wife was in Ghana. Yeah, his wife, he had just gotten married about 2 years, and he got a visit visa to come to the UK. So he left his wife in Ghana and he traveled to the UK. And he had been living in the UK for about almost 10 years. He has not seen the wife. Yeah. So how do you know? The guy could be cheating here, or the husband, the wife back home could also be cheating. How are they even living as a couple for 10 years? You haven't seen yourself, because the guy cannot go back home because he's illegal here. He had a 6 months visa. He came here and he decided to stay. Luckily, he got a job that he was doing at the time, and he has been doing that particular same job almost 15 years. He's been doing the same job, because when he leaves that job and go and do another job, they're going to be asking him, where is your documentation? And he hasn't got the documentation to go and submit it again. So it's the same job he's been doing since he came here 15 years. It's that same job that he has been doing since, and he cannot change job. So for almost 15 years now, he hasn't seen the wife. So if the wife probably is still back home in Ghana, if she wants to have any children, she wants to have any kids, how is she going to do it? You, the what you call it, the man over here, he has been married before, so he's got 2 kids already. So what happens to the wife? How is she going to have any kids? So it's very important that when you decide that you want to relocate, not just to the UK, to any other country, you have a working visa. If somebody is asking you to pay £5,000, £10,000, and all of that as a connection man, sometimes they are only getting you a visitor visa. When you pay that sum of money and come here on just a visitor visa, or to attend conference and all of that, just for 2 weeks, 1 week, you are just going to you're going to worsen your case. Some people will sell their land or will sell their property and all of that, and they will just give them a visitor visa. That's why I said you don't need all these connection men. You don't need all these people who call themselves connection men, because all that they are doing is just trying to take your money, and they are not going to do anything very helpful for you. Those are the things that they are going to do, because they cannot guarantee that you're going to get a visa. They cannot guarantee you that you're going to get a visa, because they are not the British consulate. So all that they do is they help you to fill the form, get all the information like I'm already giving you now. They help you to fill the form. Once you fill the form, then obviously they submit the form on your behalf, and they have not got any control. They have absolute no control over whether you're going to get a visa or not. They do not control it. So luckily, sometimes they might submit maybe about 10 applications, and maybe 1 or 2 people will get issued. And they use that and to as their testimony that we apply for this particular visa. The person is a nurse here, is doing maybe agency work there, or is doing temporary work over there, or anything of that sort. Yeah, but it's just try and error. That's what they're doing. All that they are doing, you can do it yourself. Research, check the website that I've posted above this live video. Go to there, review the information, check it out, find out details for yourself, and you realize that you will be able to do all of this information. You will be able to submit the application yourself. Obviously, I'm here to guide you to answer any questions. So if there is any questions, or there is any application that you're going through that you're unsure of, when I come on my live, then obviously, but please make sure that you've done your own research so you know exactly what you're talking about. So when you ask your question, you know exactly what you're asking me, so I'll be able to, respond. Let's see, we've got a few people who are looking to come on live. So to our brother who has been waiting to come on live, if you are in any of these countries, if you look directly above the video, I've got, if you're living abroad, if you are already living abroad, or you know somebody living abroad who wants to have a New Year resolution to have a second stream of income by working online, doing and starting an online business. If you live in Europe, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Japan, South Korea, or Qatar, and you are looking to start an online business, go to my website above there where it says online business, directly above this live video. Go to that website. That website is for online business. And if you are living in any of those areas, Europe, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and all of that, go to the website, enter your name, enter your email address, enter your name, enter your email address, watch the video on there. Once you finish watching the video, then obviously connect with me on Facebook. Scroll down on the page, connect with me on Facebook, and let me explain any questions that you've got. Then you can decide that we want to do it. I will teach you, I will become your mentor and your coach, and I will teach you how to be able to start online business if you live in any of those areas: Europe, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Japan, South Korea, Qatar. Then I will be able to help you to start online business so you can have a second stream of income as we enter the new year to support yourself and your loved ones. Let's see, we've got our brother on here. Let's see if we can pick him on the Hawkins. Hawkins.
Hello?
Hello, Kins. Yeah, go ahead,
Oh,
brother.
please. No, please, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead with your question or contribution, please.
Oh, okay. I would like to thank you for all this advice you've been giving to our colleagues members in Ghana. I think it's been helpful for them because these agents and these connection men, they are not helpful indeed. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
congratulate you for the work you've been doing to them. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Is that all you wanted to say?
Oh, that's all. Because I've been listening to you
Oh,
for the
okay.
past. Yeah, yeah. You've been doing a great job.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks very
yeah.
much. Are you already in the UK?
No, please, I'm in Hamburg.
You are in Hamburg. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. So yeah. So if you are, what you call it, if you are interested in the online business, you've got the online business website over there. Yeah. So you can check that out. Go to the website. You can enter your name and email address. Watch the video. If you are interested, then yeah, we can talk. Then you can, what you call it, you're interested. You can start the online business. Yeah.
Okay, okay, doctor. I appreciate a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome, brother. Okay, if anybody else wants to come on there, that is very much appreciated. If people are appreciating it like this, because the reason why I started doing this is like when you come to abroad, not just the UK, when you travel, there is a lot of information, a lot of things that you need to learn because obviously the environment is different. The people that you see, they are different. The people that you come and stay with, they can have a positive or negative influence in your life because sometimes most of the people that you come and live with, they will tell you that when I came here, I went through a lot of struggles. Went through a lot of this. So you also have to go through a lot of struggles so that you learn. And they don't want to give you the information. That PhD attitude, pull him down, as we normally say in Ghana. They want you to, they know they struggle, so they also want you to struggle and go through the same struggles before you can also become what you call it, successful. Okay, let's see. We've got Bruce Ghana. Let's see if she's still on the. Oh, is it? Oh, okay, yeah, it's a male. Bruce. Hello, Bruce.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing, brother?
I'm fine. How about you?
Yeah, by the grace of God, I'm great. Go ahead with your question or contribution, please.
I would like to talk about the visas. I
Okay.
mean, you're doing a very good job. You're educating the youth and the likes. But
Yeah.
I think I need to let them understand that with the UK visas and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
sponsorship visas of late are not really free. They are
Yeah.
not really free, especially with the care jobs and the healthcare assistants. They are not free
Mm-hmm.
because you have to pay money before you get the COS.
Mm-hmm.
Myself, I'm a beneficiary of that. I had to, find my way around it. I had to come as a dependent, and I was offered a 3-year visa, which is tantamount to renewal in 5 years.
Yeah.
you know. So I mean, and then I think people need to be educated, especially our skilled workers, these masons, these carpenters, these hustlers, and all of
Hmm.
that. You cannot just come to the UK. The white man will not employ you to come and work in this country like that. It is not done. They don't need carpenters here. They don't need uh, um um some those hard labor jobs. They need skilled
Yeah.
people, probably like
Yeah.
nurses. You
Yeah,
know.
I have been. Yeah, I did a live video, and I think on Monday, and I highlighted, I explained exactly that. Normally, because when I do this, I get a lot of people come on here, and they, I'm a bricklayer. I said, yeah, if you are a bricklayer, you are a welder, you are, what do you call it, electrician, you are a mechanic, you are a fitter, you do a carpenter, you do all of those jobs, or a plumber. All those jobs, they are very good. But for those types of jobs, it's not part of the skilled worker categories. You need to be in the UK. So if you are able to find yourself to get to the UK, that's where you've got those types of what do you call it, availabilities, opportunities. Because I work within the construction industry. As I said, yeah, I'm a doctor, but it's not a medical doctor. Sometimes most people call me and say, "Oh, I need a bit of advice. I've got this," but I'm not a medical doctor. I've just got a PhD in building safety and fire engineering. So I work within the company. What you call it? I've got our company. There are 6 directors of us who do into construction. Is new build, real estate, design and build, refurbishment, road construction, and all of that. Yeah, that's what we do. So most of the time, most people contact me and say, "Okay, can we get a job with your company? Can we get a job?" I said, "No, we don't give sponsorship, or we cannot register as to give sponsorship to if you are a carpenter or a mason from back home. But if you are able to find yourself here or you're already in the UK, then obviously the opportunity is there for you to be able to retrain yourself, get yourself to the UK standard. Once you've gotten the experience here, then obviously the job opportunities. So yeah, so thanks very much for coming through with that. Yeah, it's very good. Very good
Yeah,
suggestion.
because I mean, myself, I worked in Ghana back as a network engineer at Ridge. But then when I came
Yeah.
here, my
Mm-hmm.
certifications cannot qualify me to start just like that. Probably
Yeah.
you need to start from somewhere, build on
Yeah.
getting UK standard certifications before you can
Yeah.
actually find yourself in the area
Yeah.
or field you studied. And so I
Yeah.
think
Mm-hmm.
people need to really be educated. This whole thing of connection men giving people 6 months visas for them to be here after. Point is, before you are employed, you're asked, do you have a permit to work? That is the very first question. If you don't have
Yeah,
permit,
and that was I don't know whether if you joined earlier on, that was exactly what I said earlier on because I said that yeah, obviously I do a lot of interviews for people because of what you call of my role. Yeah, so when people are coming to join our company, we've got a vacancy. I said to them even before they even come for the interview, the questionnaire that we send to them, one of the questions is, have you got a right to work in the UK? So if you respond to the questionnaire and you come back and says that you don't have a right to work in the UK, we will not even bother inviting you for the interview. Yeah. So that is one of the first questions. I also even said go to the extent of saying that even if you've got a PhD, you've got your masters, you've got 4 degrees or whatever it is, and you haven't got a right to work in the UK, all those PhDs are useless because you cannot get any job with those PhDs. And I know somebody who came from Ghana as a medical doctor, which is a while ago. This 2009, 2010. He came from Ghana as a medical doctor on a what do you call it on a visitor visa. Yeah, he had some issues with the wife, so he just wanted to go out of the country. So he came to the UK with a visitor visa. Somebody who is a trained, qualified medical doctor working at what do you call it, Konfanoche in Kumasi. She ended up working as a parking attendant in the UK because she hasn't got any what do you call it resident. He hasn't got any permit to work or right to work in the UK. He ended up working as a parking attendant, just giving tickets to vehicles and all of that on the streets of London. So it's always very important that you need to make sure that. And last time somebody also came about 2 weeks ago says that the person said they're going to offer them. The person wanted advice from me, and he said to me, "Doctor, somebody is asking me to pay 7,000, is it 7,500 pounds for a visitor visa to come to the UK?" And I was like, "So if you've got 7,500 pounds, why will you pay to somebody? Why will you even travel to the UK? A lot of people in the UK haven't even got that amount of money in their bank account. Why will you spend that just to get a 6 months, visit visa to come here and to mess up your life? Because after that, you have to go back home. And you don't want to go back home, I believe, because you'll not pay £7,500 and come here and just go back home like that.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's just
I want
crazy.
to I want to highlight the last thing on the COS with the healthcare assistant jobs.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, this thing was introduced just last year, February, and it was just a 1 year program. So it
yeah.
means that
Mm-hmm.
it will end February of next year. If there are times they are going to renew, I don't know for that. But then what I know is it was just a 1 year program. So
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
whoever that is trying to go into that field, maybe come as a carer or maybe a
Mm-hmm.
dependent on someone, should be vigilant. Because from what I
Yeah.
know, and I also came like that, it was a one
Mm-hmm.
year program which was supposed to end
Yeah.
in February. So if
Yeah.
after February they will renew, I don't know. But people just have
Yeah.
to be vigilant out there, just so they don't find themselves wanted.
It's just like the skilled worker visa category for teachers. From 1st of February, look like there are a lot of changes. From 1st of February, they are also bringing about changes. They've got some 9 countries, including Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, and South Africa, where from 1st of February, teachers will be able to come here, apply for the qualified teacher status, to be able to come here and obviously from teach. So now, instead of the current skilled worker visa category where people can apply for the skilled worker as teachers and come here, but they should be teaching either in the STEM subjects, the science, technology, engineering, and maths, and even modern languages and all of that. But now they are going to open it up to all of those, but very specific to those 9 countries that have been, that have been listed. So yeah, a lot of changes, and also with the changes in the immigration, where they're going to have a lot of stricter controls at all the borders on land and on sea for these biometric, data, what they call e-borders. So from February or from next year onwards, there's going to be a lot of changes. So as and when the changes happen, that's why we've got this page. We're just going to bring in the information to yourself so that you all get informed and you keep yourself abreast with time and know what to do.
All right, Doug, I would like to opt up. I would congratulate you for the good work you're doing, and then I wish you a
Yeah.
happy new year in advance.
Okay. Yeah. Same to you, my brother. Yeah. Thanks for passing through and thanks for your suggesting and your comments. Yeah.
Bye.
God bless you.
Okay. Yeah. Have a good day. Yeah. Hello, Dashan.
Hello, doctor.
Yeah. Hello, bro. Go ahead with your comments, please.
All right. I want to thank you for the opening-minded. You are teaching us a lot, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
learning a lot. Can you please put on the website that the process of getting visa? You talk about a website that we need to visit to learn a lot from there.
Okay. Can you see above the live video? You see
Yes.
these websites
I,
above the first one where you see tier 2, the top one, tier 2 forward
okay.
slash sponsorship visa.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
see
so
that.
go to the first one, www.gov.uk. That is the main UK government website. If you are on that website, it is like the Bible for every information that you need in the UK, from birth to death. Anything about benefits, anything about visas, anything about education, anything about teaching, everything on there. So once you are on that website, enter in the search engine anything that you want to look for: student visa, skilled worker visa, visit visa. You can enter every information about anything that you need to know about the UK, and it's going to pop up. So if it's for the sponsorship visas, you can enter in the shortage occupation list or skilled worker visas, and then it will come up with the list. Then you have to check whether you are on the list first. If your occupation is not on the list, then it means that you don't qualify. Yeah. So every information is on that particular website, www.gov.uk. So you can screenshot it and get all the information and everything on there. Yeah.
All right. God bless you. God bless you. Anything I will
Okay.
do.
Yeah. Okay, brother. Yeah, Dashan. Yeah, thanks very much. If anybody else obviously wants to pass through, or like my brother who is already in the UK, share his experiences. If anybody wants to join and share their experiences, you are invited to come and join so you can share your experiences with us. That is very much appreciated. That is very much appreciated. You can do that, or you can send an invite. I'll bring you on live. Then you can join us, and we can do it. Judy Richards says, if someone on vacation can stay and apply for healthcare. If you're on vacation, I've already answered that. You're on a visit visa. Unfortunately, with a visit visa only, you cannot apply and stay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Bruce Gunner, have they stated on their website? Yeah. No, as Bruce said, he said it was meant to supposed to be for a 1 year. If you understand what he said correctly, it's meant to be 1 year for the what you call it, healthcare assistant and all of that, care worker visas and all of that. But he didn't say that it has been confirmed that it is going to end. It was meant to be 1 year. So they haven't confirmed that it is ending in exactly in 1 year's time, and they haven't given up any deadline on when it's going to end. But he just gave a caution that just be careful. Just be careful, and you have to keep yourself. That's why I said that anytime there are any changes or there are any updates, we're going to come here and obviously give you the updates. But you can also go to the government website and you can read that over yourself. If there is any update, it's going to be added onto the website, and you can find that for yourself as well. So my brother is in the UK. He's looking for healthcare sponsorship visa. I need link, please. Okay, I think you're asking the question to so. Okay, BB Con say please construction jobs. What about construction jobs? Yeah. Okay. Bruce Ghana care homes now. So the course is not free anymore if you don't pay. It's unlikely. Okay. Yeah, guys, if you want to come on here and have a chat, yeah, send a request so you can come on here so we can have a chit chat. We can have a chit chat, and you can ask your questions. Then we can interact that way. And I also would like to take some time and go through those of you who haven't been to the UK government website. If you haven't been to the UK government website, I'm going to spend some time and what do you call it? Read through the requirements again. The requirements again for the skilled worker visa categories. Yeah. But if you go to the UK government website, yeah, then you will be able to apply for the skilled worker visa category. So it says that eligibility and documents you will need to apply. Eligibility and documents that you will need to apply for a skilled worker visa. Let me try and find it, then I will just read it. But if you go to the government website, which is the first website above there, www.gov, then you will be able to find all of this information that we are talking about. You'll be able to find all of this information that we are talking about. So, yeah. Okay. So the application, you can submit an application online and etc. Yeah, you can do that online. Oh, I'm trying to look for the documentation. I've lost it now. So that I can quickly read through it. Okay, yeah. So these are the steps. If you are looking to apply for a skilled worker visa, these are the steps that you need to follow. Yeah, that you need. You need to check your eligibility for a skilled worker visa. So to check your eligibility, that's why I said you go to the first website above this page, this live page, www.gov.uk. So when you go on there, you check shortage occupation list. That's how you check your eligibility. There's a list of occupations in the UK that is in high demand in the UK, and that is on the shortage occupation list. If your list is on there, then you tick the first box. So you check your eligibility for skilled worker visa. 2, secure a job offer from a licensed sponsor in the UK. So the licensed sponsor is the company that will offer you the COS, certificate of sponsorship. So to find a licensed sponsor, Whilst you are on that same website, www.gov.uk, enter within the search engine on that website, register of sponsors, which is also the second one below. So when you enter the register of sponsors, you will get a spreadsheet of all the companies within UK that are registered to be able to give you that sponsorship visa. And the company has to be registered with the UK Home Office, and they will normally give you the COS, certificate of sponsorship. So that is also on there. Or you can go directly to the website below that, https uktsponsors.co.uk or https sponsortier2.com, and you can check those companies who are on there. The third one is to receive your certificate of sponsorship. This is the COS, certificate of sponsorship, from your UK employer. So the company that has got a job for you, they will send you certificate of sponsorship. Then you attach to your application. Then the fourth one is prepare the documents you will need to apply to prove your eligibility for a skilled worker visa. So you start collating the documents, and all the documents are on there. These are all the things that we are talking about on there. Okay, then number 5, complete online application. You complete the online application form. The form you will need to complete depends on if you are applying from outside the UK or switching from a different visa within the UK. So there are two different forms, yeah. So if you are applying from within the UK, you use a different form. If you are applying from outside the UK, because people who are already in the UK, if you're a student visa, you can switch, or even if you're already on a sponsorship visa, you can switch to another type of visa. But if you are on a visitor visa, you cannot switch to any visa. If you're on a visitor visa, you cannot switch to any visa to stay in the UK and work. You will have to go back home because you only came here as a visitor. And number 6, pay the application fee, biometric fee, and healthcare surcharge. You will need to pay for the application fee, biometric fee, and the healthcare surcharge. So these are the fees that you should pay, that you will be required to pay yourself. The sponsor is not going to pay these for you. You will need to pay these yourself. Number 7, upload any documents required to support your application. So all the documentation to justify that you are actually a skilled worker visa, i.e. your IELTS, your certificates, your competencies, your transcripts, and your CV, and all of those information you need to put or collate all of that together, and all of that, and submit it or upload it. And also arrange a biometric appointment to have your fingerprints and photo taken. You will need to arrange it. That will be where your biometric area, or your biometric is in your home country. And it says you can expect to receive a decision within 3 weeks of your application date if submitted outside the UK. So if it's outside the UK, it can take up to 3 weeks. And if more information is needed to support your application, you will be contacted by the UKVI. Yeah, UKVI. So that is the steps that you will need to follow if you need to apply for a skilled worker visa. And here also, I'm going to be going through this. I went through this on Monday. So those who joined me on Monday, if you are planning to come to the UK, this has got nothing to do with the skilled worker visa. It's got nothing to do with the skilled worker visa. So if you've got any intention of migrating to the UK, or even if you're applying on a skilled worker visa and you think that maybe later you might want to change and go and work in any other career or any other profession, I'm going to be giving you some of the jobs, some areas which are high paying in the UK. But unfortunately, these type of jobs are not on the skilled worker visa. So please don't. Nobody should come and ask whether I'm a carpenter. I'm a this. Do I qualify for a skilled worker visa? I'm just giving you jobs. If you are already in the UK or you're planning of coming to the UK, some of the skills that you can learn, or some of the training, the vocational skills that you can learn, that will help you to be able to get a decent, high paying job whilst you are in the UK. So one of the first jobs is a cap, and trust me, some of these jobs even pay more than being a medical doctor. Even paid more than being a medical doctor. So a carpenter, if you are a carpenter in the UK, if you're a carpenter in the UK, that is a very high paying work, very high paying job. So maybe if you have got a degree and all of that, and you want to try, you've already got a student visa, you've already got a skilled worker visa, and you are looking to come into the UK, or you have intention of traveling to the UK, you want to start looking at some of these areas. There are some of these areas are the jobs or the things that, especially those of us from Ghana or Africa, we don't normally respect people who work in these particular jobs. We think that because obviously back home, there is no way that maybe a carpenter will be earning more than maybe what you call a bank manager, or maybe a mason will be earning more than a bank manager, or even what you call it, a doctor also. But in this country, it is possible. It is highly, highly possible. So a carpenter, that is one of the high paying jobs. If you are a hairdresser, or if you're what you call it, you're a beautician, or you operate a salon, then obviously that is also another high paying job. If you are I took my daughter to do the hair just before the Christmas. She went to the salon to do her hair, just to braid her hair. It cost me £60, £60, and it took about only 2 hours, less than 2 hours, to get the hair braided, 60 quid. And also for as a barber, if you're a barber, to get a haircut and to get your beard and everything trimmed and shaved, that is about £20 to get that done. So if you're a barber, that is also another job that pays very well, obviously in the UK. So you might be a degree holder, or you might be a nurse, or you might be this, you might be that, but you might want to learn certain skills that you can easily do. Yeah, maybe on the side. It can become your side hustle as well. If you are a plumber, or air condition engineer, or a fitter, you are a plumber. Yeah, that is also another job. But obviously, with all these specific jobs, especially with the plumbing job and all of that, when you arrive in the UK, you might want to do some other short courses here and there, so that you'll be able to get your standard to the UK level. Then obviously you will understand, because as you know, everything in the UK is governed by what you call it, rules and regulations, health and safety, and building safety regulations, fire safety regulations, and all of that. So you will need to take some short courses that will bring you up to speed with some of these regulations and some of these laws and all of that. So if you're a plumber, and yeah, that is also another high paying job. A plumber can be earning between about, if you are starting off a career, maybe about £18,000 a year. And if you are at the top level, at a very senior, fully qualified professional, yeah, plumber could be earning between 45,000 to £55,000 a year. 45,000 to £55,000 a year. Guys, keep sending the likes, keep sharing it, keep sending the likes, keep sharing it. If you want to come on for a chat, send your request so that I can bring you on to have a chat. Yeah, if you are a fitter or a mechanic as well, that is also another high paying role. A mechanic, most of the time I regret that I had the opportunity when I joined the British Army to train as a mechanic. But for me, because of the mentality I had from back home in Ghana, I already had a degree. So I was saying to myself, as a degree holder, why will I want to go ahead and be a mechanic? I want to be doing a job where I will sit in the office and all of that. So yeah, I didn't take that seriously. At least I could have fit my own cars, or repair my own car when it breaks down. If you are a ground worker, maybe you do any groundwork, or you operate any heavy plant, telehandler, excavator, bulldozers, and all of that. Yeah, that is also another job in the UK that pays very well as well. Yeah, if you're a bricklayer, or in Ghana, what we normally call, you are a mason, that is also another job that pays well. If you're an electrician, that is also another job that pays very well. If you're a gas engineer, you also another job. If you're a welder or a metal worker, that is also another job that pays very well in the UK. So you can see that all these skills are not very, it's not unskilled. It's a skilled but unskilled job as in the eyes of the skilled worker categories, because it does not qualify you to get a visa to travel from outside the UK to come to the UK. You need to be already be in the UK to be able to obviously apply for these jobs or apply for these roles. If you are a truck driver or you're a bus or a coach driver, that is also another job that pays a little bit well. And also, if you are a tanker driver, if you drive any of these petrol or diesel tankers, or maybe even those vehicles used for transporting maybe milk, and also for gas, what you call it, then obviously those are some of the areas, some of the jobs that pays a little bit well. But those ones you need to be in the UK. In the UK. Okay. Somebody said I paid over £17,000 with a lady nurse in Ghana to come to the UK. Wow, £17,000. You have money, Bruce. You've got loads of money. Somebody, BB says, wow. Why will you pay £17,000 just to come and work? I hope you've made that £17,000 since you've been here. Great. Okay, let's go through the questions. I'm here now. I'm working. I'm doing jobs currently. Course it's not free anymore. Okay, great job. You've okay. I say, Bruce Ghana. I have 3 years dependent visa renewal to 5 years. COS is not free. Let's be frank. Okay. That's serious. Okay. When is the care sponsorship ending? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, there's a guy who is also here with his family. As I said, 2 weeks ago, I spoke to him. He said he didn't pay a dime. So it depends on which area that you come over here, because the COS, remember, it's not just for the healthcare. It's not just for the healthcare. The COS covers all the skilled worker categories. Yeah, skilled worker categories, and yeah, it's just people who are trying to take advantage, of the system. Yeah, there's a guy who is here with his family. I know a lot of people, they didn't even pay a dime to come here. Not even what you call, all they need to pay, we needed to pay obviously their visa fees and their surcharge and the biometric fees and all of that, but they didn't pay anything to any agency worker. So there are loads of others as well that are also very free. Yeah, but for me personally, I wouldn't pay £17,000. Yeah, for what you call it, because how long is it going to take you to save that £17,000? Yeah, yeah, in the UK, it's going to take you a lot of years. Okay, guys, yeah, they are not power tapping, are they? There's nobody power tapping. There's nobody liking the page. There's nobody sharing it. Yeah, but we've still got few people who are still watching it. Everybody is turning into an observer. Nobody is power tapping. So it means that you must first apply for a working visa. Yes, you must first apply for a working visa if you want to come here. Yeah, and that's if you qualify as a working visa. Whereas media says civil enforcement officer, yeah, parking attendant. That's what they call themselves now. A very posh name, isn't it? What about student visa? Yeah, student visa, go to that same website, www.gov.uk. www.gov.uk. That is the website for the student visa. You can enter in there once you're on that website above my video here, the live video. So just click on the student visa requirements. Everything will come up and you can read everything about it. Okay. Yeah, apply for it on the government website. Okay. Thanks to all those who are sharing it. God richly bless you. And yeah, if you are not sharing it and you know yourself, you know who you are. If you are not liking it, you know yourself, you know who you are. If you want to share it, touch your screen, hold it down for 3 to 4 seconds. Your friend list will open below and send the invite out to them. Once you finish, you come back onto your screen and just power tap on your screen. Just send the likes. That's how you power tap. So you can see for my forehead and just keep tapping on my forehead on your screen, and that's how you send the likes. Zippy said, first time here, good information. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome, Zippy. Yeah, thanks very much. Nosy. When applying, okay, Zippy said waste of money. Bet Mall says power tap, just power tap. I don't know why they are not power tapping. Just keep sending the likes, keep sending the shares. The right to work permit, is it only through the working visa? No, it's not through the working visa. If you qualify, if you know somebody here that you can get married to. So you can get, if somebody brings you as a dependent or on a spousal visa, then obviously you can work. You can also come through as a student visa, but as a student visa, you are only allowed to work for only what you call it, 20 hours a week. Or you can come here through, let's say, if you're an investor or as a businessman or an investor visa or entrepreneur visa, you can come here through that particular and you are allowed to be able to work, or maybe even on a charity visa. So there are loads of other routes that you can come here and work. But just that if you come here on a visitor visa, you cannot work. And if you want to apply for the skilled worker visa, you need to be qualified as a skilled worker before you can apply for the visa as a skilled worker visa. Okay, yeah, brilliant. Thanks very much for all those who have followed the page. God richly bless you, and thanks for doing that. Bruce Garner said those are with the UK visas you need to hold on influence. Yeah. Okay. No worries. That's why I'm here. Okay, good. I can't hear you anymore. Somebody said I can't hear you anymore. Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, please type in there loud and clear. Somebody says I can't hear you anymore. If you can hear me, please type below loud and clear so I know you can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. If you can hear me, please type below and let me know you can hear me. It means that I've got some issues with my video. Please let me know if you can hear me. Okay, somebody says clear. I can. Adia Pena, thanks very much for confirming. Yeah, Kayla Esther, thanks very much. My new daughter, thanks for confirming. Okay, so let me go back. Somebody says, can I teach in UK with NCE certificate? What is NCE certificate? You know, when you bring all these acronyms, I don't know every acronym. So please, Festus, yeah, please let me know what that NCE certificate is. Yeah. Please, how can I save your live video? I don't know how to save the live video. I don't know it. In fact, I don't know. But what I would do is that I will be reposting the live video. I will be reposting it on my YouTube channel. So if you see directly above my video YouTube channel, yeah, write that down at Dr. Lawrence Amoah. At Dr. Lawrence Amoah. Write that down. Go to my YouTube channel. Then you can subscribe to it. Then immediately I load the video, I upload the video, then you will be able to watch it and you can probably download it from that site. Yeah, so I think that's how. But I don't know how you can save a live video on TikTok. I don't know whether it's even possible to be able to do that. Okay, let me go in through the questions again. Guys, if you want to come on and share your experiences, if you are already in the UK and you want to share your experiences, maybe you have just arrived in the UK, you came on a sponsorship visa, come and let's just explain, share with your brothers and sisters how the process went. If you paid any money, come and explain it to us. How long it took for the processes, you can come here and explain it to us, yeah? So that your brothers and sisters, we are all sharing information, we are all learning, can also benefit from it. Don't keep this information to yourself. Let's share the love, let's share the information, and let's get a lot of people outside there, because obviously we all know that it's tough where we are all coming from. It's tough where we are all coming from. So somebody says, I am with Maxwell said, I am with BXC Agricultural Science Education. Please, what work can I get in the UK? Go to the UK government website above this video, the first website, www.gov.uk. Go and check on there And if you have got any of the qualifications or any of the requirements, then obviously you can look at the requirements and you can start applying for that. Yeah. George said, I wanted to ask if you can get sponsor from UK and pay back. Pay back what? The sponsor is the one who is going to offer you the job. Who is going to, you mean that somebody pay the money for you? I don't know if they are asking you to pay the money. That's why I said, I don't know. I know a lot of people who have come here on the COS, on the sponsorship visa. Yeah, and they haven't paid any money. But obviously, Bruce Ghana came and said that he paid 17,000 as a dependent of a lady who was coming. They both paid 17,000 pounds to come here. But yeah, there are a lot of people who have been. Last week, somebody said somebody asked them to pay 10,000 pound, 8,000 pound, and all of that. But what I will say, if anybody asks you to pay that sum of money, there for me personally, I will not pay because 8,000 pound is a lot of money. Trust me. Not even people in the UK. Not a lot of people have got that kind of money in their bank accounts. Yeah. So can an NCE holder teach in the UK? First, you've come with the same question. I don't know what the NCE holder is. What does the NCE mean? Maxwell says I just came to UK with partner visa with all requirements. Okay, Maxwell, if you want to come on here and share your experiences, yeah, you can send me a request. I'll bring you up here. Then you can share your experiences for everybody else. So that they can also benefit from your experiences, how you went through it with your application if you are still on here. Nana Ajenim says, I'm a degree holder in logistics supply chain. Can I get a job offer? Go to the website again and go and check if you meet any of the requirements. Nana Ajenim. Okay. Thanks very much for all those who have joined me so far and those who have followed the page. Yeah, God richly bless you, and thanks for all those who have been sharing it, If you still want to share, you touch your screen and hold it down for 3 to 4 seconds. Then obviously you can share your friend list to open down below. Then you can send the live out to as many of your friends as you wish, and they can decide whether they want to join. Once you've shared it, come onto their screen and obviously send the likes, at least about 100 to 200 likes. 100 to 200 likes, and to send the likes is just tap on your screen like I'm doing. Just tap on your screen like so. That's how you send your likes, and other people get to see it as well, and they can decide whether they want to join or not. If anybody fancies a chat, yeah, send me a request. I will bring you on here, then you can join. If you fancy having a chat, I will send me a request, then you can join, then we can do this. Guys, you can screenshot all the website as I was talking about earlier on. If you are an international student or you fall within that particular category and you are looking to apply for scholarships, international scholarships to come and study in the UK, in Canada, in the USA, in Singapore, China, in Germany, then you've got some scholarships programs which are on the links. The websites are on the page above this profile right here, so you can see it. Society of Black Academics, SBA. Their profile is on LinkedIn. You can follow them, check all their website. They've got a lot of scholarship programs. And the second one is www.scholarfordev.com. Those also are different. They offer different scholarship programs that you can check their websites. And obviously, if you meet the requirements for the program, then you can look at applying. Akonga Lawrence, please answer before you leave. Yeah, send me a request. There are a lot of comments coming through, so send me a request. Then obviously you can come on here. I might have missed your question, so send me your request. Akonga Laurentia. Send me your request, and you can come on here live. Then you can ask your question. Then I will be able to explain to you exactly what you need. So Akonga, send me a request. I will bring you on here. then you can ask your question. Yeah. Somebody says, can a certificate nurse apply for IELTS? I mean, enrolled nurse. I can't Laurentia. I don't. Is that the question you're asking? The question is not even clear. Can a certificate nurse apply for IELTS? Yeah, if you need to come to the UK to come and work, or to study, then you need to write the IELTS. I don't know if that's what you are asking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you don't have money, then unfortunately you cannot apply, because even for a skilled worker visa, any type of visa, you need to pay for your own application fees, for your biometric fees, even when you do get a visa, you need to pay for you to travel, isn't it? So you need to do that. Kayla, Esther, do these offer sports scholarship? No, I haven't seen any of those, whether they offer scholarship. But go to their website and go and check. But when I looked at the last time I checked, I didn't see any sports scholarships on there. But you can go and check it anyway, because they update it on a daily basis. Especially the website for that is on the page, on the LinkedIn page, Society of Black Academics on LinkedIn page. You can go and check that as well. Someone says, I'm in the UK looking for sponsorship. I was a midwife with IELTS. So, yeah, so go to the website, Mame Akosua Yedie. Go to the website above this live page, uktiersponsors.co.uk, or https sportstier2.com. Check those websites. You'll see some companies on there. If you find out any of those companies working in the area, that you can connect with them. You can also see a blue link on those websites, where you can click on there and it takes you directly to their website as well. Yeah. Kamara says, like, how much? Go to the website, UK government website, and go and find out. I cannot tell you exactly how much it costs. Fresh Ajimine, thanks very much for the roses. I hope, brother, you are doing well. Thanks very much for sending the rose, and thanks always for supporting and for following. Yeah, so Kamara, if you go to the UK government website, the first website above here, www.gov.uk, go to that website. Yeah, go to that website and you can check all the information and how much it's going to cost you to apply for which particular visa category, whether as a visitor visa, skilled worker visa, and also as a student visa. But obviously, the student visa is excluding how much tuition fees that you are going to pay. Yeah. Okay, Mami Akosia, yeah, you're welcome, sis. You're welcome. Yeah, Fresha Ajiman, thanks very much for always supporting. If you want to ask a question, guys, send your questions in the comment section. If you want to come live and obviously for us to interact, you can send me a request. If you send a request, check your information, send me a request to go live with me, and share it, and also power tap on your screen so that you send your likes. So that's how you send the likes. Just aim for my forehead. You see where my forehead is? As I'm touching it with a pen, with a stylus pen, just keep tapping on the forehead. That's how you send the likes. Keep tapping on the forehead. That's how you send the likes on your screen. Okay, Kayla Esther said, thank you very much. God bless you. Yeah, bless you too, Kayla Esther. Hope we'll see you in the new year. Okay, Akonga Laurentia, please. I learned only diploma nurses can apply for IELTS. Yeah, how true is it? Yeah, IELTS, anybody can, if you want to apply for the IELTS, as long as you meet the requirements under the skilled worker category. That's why I said you have to go and check the skilled worker category. You say, I learned, so you haven't even checked it. So go to the UK government website, www.gov.uk. Go and check, yeah, and ensure that you meet the skilled worker category. If by your qualifications and your experiences, you meet the skilled worker category, then obviously you will be able to apply. Then you will be able to apply, to the IELTS. If you don't qualify under the skilled worker category, then it means you don't qualify. You cannot apply. So it's as simple as that. So the first thing is for you to go to that government website, www.gov.uk, check shortage occupation list. If the job or your role is on there and you qualify under there, then it means that obviously you can apply and start doing the IELTS. That means that you qualify for the skilled worker visa. If you qualify for the skilled worker visa, it means you will qualify for the IELTS, International English Language Test. Yeah. Okay. So guys, let's do research. When people give you information, when people tell you something, you have to research it. You have to look into it. Don't just take it hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. Somebody tells you this, then you need to what you call it, justify for yourself that what a person is telling you, whether they are correct or not. So you need to go and also do your own research about it. You need to do your own research about it. Okay. Okay, yeah. So guys, thanks very much for all those who have joined so far, and I really appreciate your support this morning. And hopefully, maybe I will be able to do it sometime tomorrow as well as we come your way. And hopefully, those of you who have been what you call it, contacting me and all of that, yeah. Thanks very much for the contacts and all of that. And yeah, I hope, obviously, the information that you've been getting from here that has been very informative. And please make sure that when we give you the website, when you get a website that about the list live video, just go and check the website for yourself. Go and read on there. Just go and research. If somebody tells you something, don't just take it by what the person is telling you. Just go and read on it. Do your own research. Find out a bit more information. Convince yourself. Then once you find that information, as I said, that website, the first one, www.gov.uk, everything about visa applications to come to the UK is on there. Any type of visa, entrepreneur visa, investor visa, skilled worker visa, student visa, dependent visa, spousal visa, every type of visa is on that particular website that you can find it for yourself. So guys, yeah, please go to that website. Don't take everything that people tell you hook, line, and sinker. Do your research and convince yourself. And yeah, I hope to see you sometime tomorrow. Have a beautiful day, and yeah, take care. God richly bless you. See you soon. Bye for now.